too much crying on there for me. Hey, hey, welcome back to episode 69 of the LKIB, the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. The only podcast where you can bring your siblings on. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's that little baby. Hey, listen, man. If you're an Apple Podcast listener, make sure you leave a 5-star review. We're gonna start reading off some of those 5-star reviews. Don't get freaky. Don't get freaky in them, but we want to read off some of those 5-star reviews. If you're new to Twitch and YouTube, make sure you become a subscriber. It's gonna benefit you to be a subscriber. We can't keep doing this if you're not a subscriber. I will literally quit. And I think I said subscriber 3 different ways each time, but I will quit this. I swear to God, if we don't get a lot of subscribers. Is he in black and white? Is
that Bill Russell?
Oh black and white.
Is at 0.
Listen,
is that Nate Thurman? Oh my God.
We got a special guest coming. Is that Stevie Wonder? Yeah, he looks like Stevie Wonder. We got a special guest, but before we get to that special guest, I have my esteemed co-host with me, the one and only Bitches Be Souls. Look with the new look.
What up? What up? Welcome back. Welcome back. Y'all see the new setup? Moved into Rhode Island. Had my first day of classes today. Sweating like a motherfucker on campus because things a big ass hill and I had to walk up. The camera. Long story short, I bought the wrong cable. I'll get my usual camera set up for the next spot. But how we doing, man? How we doing?
Hey, Damo. How you doing today?
Jesus. What's popping? Here. We out this bitch, man. It's your mom's favorite midnight snack, and we back. Episode 69.72. You already know.
Is that a pancake?
What the? Y'all niggas be talking. Huh?
Is that a pancake?
Us? What? Sage. How you doing? Sage?
I'm good, brother. I'm good, man. Just took a little nap. Woke up with a little Sharingan and shit. My eye was all fucked, but we good now. We good. Let's start a fucking pod, bro.
I think you just got pink eye, bro.
But I'm good, bro. I promise you. It's not pink eye, bro.
I did think somebody farted on your pillowcase, but nevertheless.
I'm concerned about my best friend. I thought I was built different.
That motherfucker woke up. I think I can see everyone's jutsus now.
Anyway, and our esteemed guest, some of you may not know him himself, Legend of Winning. How are you doing today?
Tell me you introduced me. It's like such a cringiest shit in the world. Yo, what up? I guess it's this podcast too. What up, podcast? People listen to one only Legend of Winning, aka Low. Here just kicking it with the homies, you know what I'm saying? Doing. You tune in to keep it a buck. Right? That's a drop. That's a drop right there.
This nigga is
Omar, is that a plain burger bun you're eating?
No.
What is it? Just describe that sort of.
It's a pancake.
Okay. I
thought it was a dry pancake.
It was like the top of a McDouble or some shit.
Is that a cornbread pancake?
No. It's like one of them pancakes that's like already got like syrup in it. There's a little bit of syrup in it.
You're not.
I don't.
Nigga, it's one of them. What?
You're not.
That's a thing.
So you get the McGriddles with no meat.
I'm about to say you eat the fucking butt of a McGriddle, nigga.
Just give me the butt. Just give me the butt, fool. Oh man.
Yo, Lo, where can I get my could have been record shirt, bro? I done seen you in that shit about 5 times.
I just ordered online, so
I feel it.
That's from Whiskey's merch, but it's sold out.
Listen.
Oh wow.
Our esteemed executive producer Wordu has put together a list, but like I always say, fuck that list. Since I have two of the people here that have been slandered, let's go ahead and jump into it, man.
Slander.
I think a lot of people are aware of the TikTok phenomenons DTP.entertainment and their salacious takes. Now, they've recently put out a response to B Souls' videos criticizing their takes. But their main objective is to slander old basketball and uplift the new age basketball. So I would like to pose a question to Low and B Souls. What is your problem with new age basketball?
Oh, let me, because you said who?
Dang, that's a crazy question.
DTP.ent. What's your problem with new age basketball?
I don't got a problem with new age basketball. I don't have.
I'm sorry. This is no shot to them. I have no idea who these niggas are, but okay.
Thank you. Like what? Talk about phenomenons. Niggas
so we're giving it a big. I was going to be like, DT who?
They popped up on my 40 page, and that's why we're reacting to their TikToks. And then
let me do a better job of introducing these clowns. All right, so basically, Lo, it's two 2000s babies who have a huge bias towards anything pre-Steph Curry era. And apparently they threw shots at you and B Souls. So yeah, how do you feel about that?
I'm pretty sure in one of their videos they said Zach LaVine's the greatest bull to ever.
They said Romeo Langford could hit the shots Kobe take. They said Romeo Langford could hit the shots Kobe was taking. They had a poll on IG.
Derrick Rose.
They said what's his name? Jabari Smith Jr. He is just as good as Shaq or along those lines or some shit like that. It could be as dominant as Shaq. Like, yeah, they take slandering older basketball to a
So what's y'all's issue with new age? What's y'all's issue with new age basketball? Because both of you all seem to have a bias of primitive basketball.
I don't have a problem with new age basketball. The main critique I have for them is the fact that there has to be a line when it comes to the criticism. Like, if you're making like a top 50 list, you're not gonna put fucking Romeo Langford over Clyde Drexler just because it's new age type shit. And also the
look at Lowe's face looking at their content, man.
It's a bunch of trash. These is trash content.
This is trash content. Like, did you see his face?
Is it because of your early 2000s bias?
It's because I actually know the game of basketball. These niggas is trolls on the internet trying to get points.
Yeah, I'm about to say, that's what I was about to say. Y'all better have that. It seems too troll to get invested in it. It's what the fuck?
It's not. Yeah, it's like y'all niggas also like I'm the whole like. It's so odd to me because like Twitch is if I'm peeking, let me know. Twitch is like not Twitch. TikTok. TikTok is a platform where it's so easy to get put on because like they just push you in the algorithm. So the fact that some of y'all no-name niggas is trying to get put on by like crazy outrageous hot takes just because y'all think that's going to be entertaining is wild to me. Like TikTok will put you on, period. And so I don't understand why people have to reach or go extreme or yell in the mic to try to make a point. Y'all niggas is mad corny. TikTok is actually like the worst. I think it's actually the worst in terms of some form of NBA content. And then after that, it might be IG or Facebook. But it's so odd to me, like the things that people do on TikTok to get attention. It's like TikTok is gonna push y'all. So I don't understand why y'all are going out of your way to just say outrageous things. But
you know what's crazy? I think to you it comes off as outrageous things, and to the general public it is. But I truly do believe that this is actually what they believe in. Like this is their ideology.
No, I don't think to say that Romeo Langford is as good as Shaq.
And
Kobe.
And what I'm saying is, this is just my prediction. I guess this is a spoiler. We're trying to have them on the pod, but when they do, I feel like they deadass have like actual
play the gunshots. That's the gunshots. Play the gunshots. Yeah.
I'm deadass predicting like they actually believe this, and they're gonna have some sort of reasoning behind it. But to answer Omar's question, I don't have a problem with modern day basketball. It's more so I think the problem is a lot of new age people, and I'm not trying to label myself as an old head, but a lot of these like 15, 16, 14-year-olds, they easily discredit these players from the past just because their style is kind of primitive compared to today's game when you have to when a part of that whole evolution has to take into account what you're doing at that time is revolutionary for that time, and they need to get credit for that. So,
or the fact that the evolution take also has to take into account that there had to be someone before you to make sure you got to that point. So to discredit the person who was before whoever we're looking at right now literally makes no sense, especially when we're talking about players in today's league, some of which still look better in today's league because of the league is just much easier to score in. And on top of that, we're talking about players in today's league who also are putting up similar numbers to back into the era in which they're criticizing. You believing that Kobe will be Romeo Langford in today's league, but LeBron played against Kobe. So it's not like we're that far removed from this shit. DeMar DeRozan played against Kobe. So if you believe DeMar DeRozan now is still better than Romeo Langford, but then back then DeMar DeRozan wasn't better than aging Kobe, that doesn't make any sense.
That's what I think
is cap. None of that makes any sense.
Yeah.
I would say this. I feel like they're trolling 85% of the way. Like, I do feel they really believe, like, they do have some type of bias towards older basketball, and they do believe some of the things they say. But to say Jabari Smith could be just as dominant as Shaq, to say Romeo Langford can hit these tough shots like Kobe, that's just trolling for likes and clicks and for the sake of trying to go up on TikTok, which, like Lo said, TikTok pumps anything, bro. Like, I make trash content on TikTok. That shit busts. Like, I don't get it. Like, it's dumb stuff,
I deadass believe they actually believe what they're saying though. Like, deadass. Like,
they believe
you
it
think
to
it's
an
trolling.
extent.
It's like you would like to think it's trolling, but I deadass think that's what they
Bezos,
think.
I feel like
I think they do believe what they're saying, but to a point. Like, okay, for example, for me, I can't, like, when we started this shit, I always had hot takes, but there was a line to where it was like, okay, at a certain level, I'm just doing this for the sake of getting niggas to be like, this nigga dominant for interactions. There's a certain level to where it's just interaction. Yes, I do believe Dame is a loser. I call him Lamian Lillard. Yes. But I still, at the end of the day, know how to separate obvious Dame takes versus I'm coming on here or coming on shit room just to roast Dame for fucking shock value. Like, I obviously know Dame is an upper echelon point guard in the NBA. Obviously, I know that. But I will sit here and say, oh yeah, nigga, I'm taking Lonzo before Dame because X, Y, and Z, because I know chat's gonna be like, Dom, what the fuck, blah, blah, blah. And it's shock value. Like, it's a certain level to what they believe in, and it's a certain level to where it's entertainment for them.
I genuinely feel like, because it's two of them, right? I seen one screenshot or some shit. I feel like it's genuinely them two talking about some shit, like Zach LaVine being better than Kobe, and then they get all laughy and in the mood and shit. And they're like, you know who else is better than Kobe? CJ McCollum. And then, you know who else? I feel like they just keep going and going, and at some point they just push record, and then they end up saying some shit they completely troll on. I feel like it's just... I feel like they believe a little bit, like a smidget, but most of that shit is troll.
Now I've watched some of the podcasts where they talked about me. I think Omar has as well. Is that how they talk? I don't think so. Like, they're dead ass just chilling, and this is that's their opinion.
What I will say is, and some of their takes include for Low that hasn't heard them. They believe that IQ is better than Derrick Rose. They believe that Isaiah Mobley is better than Bill Russell. I don't know if you know who Isaiah Mobley is. He's Evan Mobley's brother. And Devontae Graham is better than CP3. And we have some polls up on our Instagram. You know, if you want to, feel free to go vote in those polls.
That's why. But that's what I'm saying. It's like you're saying even players today, younger players today, are better than established or older players who are also still playing in today's game. Like CP3, who right now is still better than Devontae Graham, even though he's out of his prime. To say that Graham is better, like there's nothing there that computes with that. Like, literally nothing. That doesn't make any sense.
Chris Paul wouldn't be better than Devontae Graham.
Like, I don't get that when he's literally better right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, right now, Chris Paul is 35 and better than Devontae Graham. So what is that's what I'm saying. Like, it's obvious to me that you're obviously trying to seek attention, which normally stems from people who don't know how to make quality content, or just don't know how to make content in general. And so they pivot to just making trash shit, and they try to do something for shock value instead of actually putting in the time and effort. Niggas like that, I really don't care about, because I know most of the time they'll be irrelevant in like 3 or 4 years, and majority of the time on TikTok they will be irrelevant in 3 or 4 years.
Omar runs their fan page, well.
Them niggas not even relevant now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Omar runs their fan page.
Let me hold on. I don't run their fan page. I just want you guys to. I talk to the youth a lot. You know, I'm a youth counselor. Some would say, but let me say that this is. I'm a youth tuber. Is that what you said? I wanna give a little bit of their perspective. So they're from Atlanta originally, and I think they still live in Atlanta or whatever. And they grew up watching. Hold on. They grew up watching Atlanta Hawks basketball, like pre Josh Smith, in the early Josh Smith era. What that means is they see nothing but awful, and I mean god awful basketball. So their correlation to older basketball is with like trash ass shit. And now that they've seen the newer wave, they could be saying to themselves, this is so much better because that's at least my reference point for older basketball.
Well, that would still mean they lack knowledge. You're still ignorant because if the only thing you watched was Atlanta basketball, then you're still too ignorant to make any claims that you're attempting to make. Because when Josh Smith was playing in Atlanta, Kobe was in the NBA, so I don't understand how you could still make that conclusion. Like Chris Paul was in his prime Chris Paul, you could clearly tell he's better than Devontae Graham because Chris Paul right now is better than Devontae Graham. So even to that ideology still doesn't, even if that is the reasoning behind it, still don't make no sense. Like the niggas is just they just in their house bored and they have no other talent, so they just try to make something because of shock value. That's literally all it is.
Man, talk that talk, low.
You're just overthinking it. That's all it is. Niggas is bored in the house.
Hey, you couldn't have said it better than me. I mean, I'm looking at the numbers for whatever reason. I don't know why my dumb ass done pulled up the numbers. He's outclassed. What is happening? So I don't know what they look at. And then the Hawks point, do they watch Kobe like 8 times in the past 2 decades? Like, are they only watching Hawks specific games? Because even that doesn't make no fucking sense.
And not only are you
only
only
need
watching
2 games to see, Kobe's clearing like majority of players I've ever seen.
And not only that, like you must be watching the worst version of Kobe's. But again, it's obviously trolls. I mean,
yeah.
I understand what Bezos is saying. Like, probably the premise that today's players and athletes are better than yesteryear. Maybe that's the premise of it. But the extent in which they're claiming it, to me, is like clearly a troll. Like,
I think with all that being said, I'm excited for the potential of a debate that should be coming with them. And, we can speculate all day long, but
you just don't want John Havlicek in the top 50 no more. That's just
John Havlicek can't be in the top 50. With that being said, let's slide over to some more old head logic. This is probably something that, B-Souls and Low can relate to. Has everyone heard Rasheed Wallace's comments on LeBron James?
No.
Yeah.
Not the exact.
I
got a glimpse of it.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it just for reference. So Rasheed Wallace on LeBron James being asked on the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast is he probably would have done good with his physical stature. This is about how he would fare in his era, with him being bigger than the majority of the rest of the players. So he probably would have held his own, but I don't think he would have been as successful as he is now. It's a whole different era back then. I couldn't necessarily say that he would have been a beast, but I think he would have held his own. Now, Rasheed Wallace, for context, played from 95-96 to 2009-2010, only a couple years before LeBron James hopped into the league. So how do we feel about old head Rasheed Wallace and his old head comments?
To give further context, the game that they were playing was...
We don't need further context. We're a clickbait headline.
No. You know why it is? Because they said, why pause so y'all can chop it up whatever the fuck I want to chop it up. The premise was that they were playing a game, soft or beast or something like that, and he would name a current player, and he named,
which is a wild title.
Yeah, it is. He named Curry, Kevin Durant. Rasheed Wallace both said they'll be soft in his era. James Harden soft. And then LeBron, he kind of stumbled with, and he's like, I don't know. And this is also 2 years ago, so they didn't ask like about Luka or nothing like that. But I mean, Rasheed, I don't know, like, what is Rasheed Wallace referring to his era? Because in the 90s, that nigga was soft. He was averaging 10 points, so that nigga was soft. So what era? Where is he talking about?
The old heads calling old heads soft.
When you call me old head, that's crazy because I always feel like the truth is in the middle. There's the extreme of over criticizing old heads. I think like what DTP and them do. I think that's crazy. On the other side of the spectrum is guys like Rasheed Wallace who talk about Steph Curry couldn't play in the 80s when he clearly could. Like, he clearly could. Same thing with KD.
He's not even talking about the 80s. Remember, he's talking about mid.
That's what I'm saying.
Rasheed Wallace was an all-star in the 2000s. Rasheed Wallace was an all-star in the 2000s, 2002, 2006, and 2008.
When LeBron played.
When LeBron James played. What is happening? Like,
LeBron dropped 47 on his head, bro.
let's before we even get to whatever he referring to, let's pause and stop and acknowledge that literally some of Rasheed Wallace's best years, LeBron is also playing in those exact same years and is a better player than him within LeBron's rookie season as a teenager. So the fact that the idea that he's saying that he couldn't be a beast in his era. That's why I'm asking, what is his era? Because in the 90s when he played, Rasheed Wallace was averaging 10 to 13 points. So I hope that's not the era because you were soft back then. So if that's what you're saying, then you were trash. But if you're saying the 2000s where LeBron came in and also played in the 2000s, and as a rookie, as an 19-year-old, he was already better than you in your best form. Whatever Rasheed Wallace's best form is, LeBron walked in at 18, 19 years old, already better than him, and noticeably. So I don't know what world Rasheed Wallace lives in where LeBron couldn't be at his.
When he said soft or beast, I doubt he's talking numbers wise. When I hear somebody call somebody soft, I think he just meant from a physicality standpoint, and that's probably what he meant. Because, Rasheed was putting up 10. She wasn't soft back in the 90s, nigga. She was with the shits. Like, niggas wasn't just throwing shit around. That's more likely what he meant. Like, when they say soft, go ahead.
But no, he specifically went into details. He specifically talked about being successful, though. He didn't talk about like how physical would they be with other physical players. He said that they wouldn't be as successful. That's what he kept referencing to. Now he said LeBron. He said it with LeBron and KD. He said it with both of them.
But also, worst case, if they're talking about how, like, let's say LeBron was born in the 70s and he grew up in that era, therefore he wouldn't play the same in the 90s. I think his worst case would still be like Scottie Pippen. He either goes the Scottie Pippen route or he buffs up even more and goes like the Karl Malone route. That's still a beast to me. I don't know about y'all, but like maybe not the best in the game. But that's
he's
still,
just a faster Karl Malone.
That's still a top 5 player in the 90s.
What's crazy to me, and I said this like when I was on the grind. But so this take isn't even heard enough. But this is the most cringe segment when it comes to this LeBron soft thing. This man is 6'9", 250, 260, faster than you, strong. Like, how is he soft for your liking? Like, just because he talks to a referee? That man gonna cry to a ref all he wants to. He gonna dunk on you. Speaking of dunking on him, all I did was Google Rasheed Wallace, LeBron, trying to find a tweet, and that's a clip of him dunking on Wallace.
Yeah, I had to put it. I was like, bro, like, what are you talking about? Like, there's literally clips of you getting dunked on by LeBron in a series in which y'all lost to LeBron when he was like 21 years old. What are you talking about? Like a non-prime, a non-peak LeBron beat you all. And it was like 3 other all-stars on your team. And y'all still lost. So that's what I'm like. I don't
dedicated women on defense. That's what
I'm saying. I legit don't understand like what I don't get that point. And Rasheed Wallace being on the court, witnessing him demolish him in that manner should already let it be known that by default he would be better. He would be just as fine in the 2000s as he is now in the 2010s.
Yeah. But even with the Curry point, and I think this kind of harkens back to the first segment we had on this spot. Yeah. Great word. But let's say if Curry was in the 90s, he was growing up in the 90s. I don't think Curry plays the way he does right now if it wasn't for the players of that era. Like he's not shooting 10 threes a game, 12 threes a game. So in that aspect, I feel like that's why we give so much credit to the Reggie Millers, the Mitch Richmonds of the world, for the Larry Birds, even when it comes to shooting, for laying that blueprint and setting that precedent for the future of the league. But then if we go on to if we go with this perspective that we're literally just gonna time travel Curry from right now to the 90s, there's no way he's not dominating that league. So either way.
Yeah, I believe Curry. If Curry went back there, combo guards were so frowned upon back then. Even to the levels of guys like Chauncey Billups, even combo guards were just not the thing. But I believe Curry. All that will happen with Curry is he'd be the first guy to really religiously shoot 6 to 7, perhaps maybe not 10, but 6 to 7 on obviously great efficiencies, and he'd be considered a 2 guard. But I think Curry would still be Curry.
I'm being so serious when I say this too. And I don't think this shouldn't be too much of a hot take. If Curry was in Memphis, he wouldn't be a success. I know that sounds crazy.
But yeah, when we say success, we talking about team-wise or just as an individual?
Probably a little bit of both, though, because if we're talking about him shooting all these threes a game, like their game wasn't built around that. Like for the majority of it, until Zebo and Marcus left, like they were playing an in and out game. They were literally going in. If he were playing on a team with, I don't know, like Tom Thibodeau or something like that, like a team where there was like legitimate big man force, like he wouldn't be as successful.
I mean,
he didn't have.
I don't know about that.
I disagree because
successful.
They would well, successful in terms of team maybe, but they would adjust their style of play to best suit either both of them or Curry. Like the reason why Curry is Curry, because when Curry first entered the NBA, he was shooting like 4 or 5, and then eventually got to 7. But Curry didn't get into like 10 threes a game until his.
But it still would take a coach to embrace that, and that's just under
fair.
That's just under the assumption that whatever coaches in Memphis, I don't know, line coach in Memphis back then would it then say to themselves, yeah, we still got Marcus on, but let's start embracing Curry. And we could probably go back and look at how many threes
Mike Conley.
Mike Conley was taken back then, but I just don't think that like a coach would still like it took Mark Jackson and then Steve Kerr to embrace this play style and also this specific roster to go ahead and just embrace this play style. I could dead ass see somebody saying, nah, bro, 4 threes is enough for you.
I agree, but I also feel like if the organization is smart enough, they would have found a coach that would best utilize him.
Well,
like so, if he was, like even if we go to the extreme to the 90s, like he would just, I mean, ironically, the Warriors, but he would just be coached by Don Nelson, and Don Nelson would have been intelligent enough to realize because he was doing it already with the 3 guards that he was essentially running or 3 perimeter players. So
if he was in Denver. If he was in like Denver or something like that, they'd be like, throw it down to the post, my nigga. You gotta work it inside out, and I'm throwing it down to Earl Bailey or some shit like that. I don't know.
But even with your Mike Conley,
I don't think they were throwing it to the low post to the Kembe Mutombo like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it had to be like Karl Malone to justify. For Curry.
No, it didn't, nigga. No, it didn't. They would
because what's his name? What you call it?
Not every big was just getting the ball.
What was the name of the guard in
Sharif Abdul-Rahim? Different, and I pulled Denver out of my ass.
But I'm just saying, Curry would have if he was. Look at his numbers. Look at the volume he was shooting at that time. He was shooting a high volume of threes for that era, and that's because that's his play style. If you're telling me Stephen Curry couldn't at least resemble that to a little bit, like, come on.
That's what I'm saying too. There's players in the 90s that were shooting like for that time 6-7 threes. So it's not like. That's all that. It wasn't like it was completely unheard of. It just wasn't to the same volume that it is right now. But there's like really up until like the past 5 years, like the top tier players and how many threes they attempt in contrast to the 90s was relatively the same. That stuff has really just been inflated more the past like 3 years. But the concept of like players attempting 6 to 8 threes also existed in the 80s and I mean the 90s, excuse me. And that was players who also were like a huge pivotal part of their team's success and their identity. So again, it would have to be someone like of a Karl Malone status, and maybe Curry starts shooting more 2s. He'd probably be long 2s and stuff like that, like Mark Price was doing, but he would still get his 3s off.
So I got Mike Conley stats. I got Mike Conley stats right now, and so he was drafted in 07. His rookie year, he was shooting 2 threes a game. Only playing 26 minutes. By his second year, he was like the full-time starter, pretty much. And he was shooting 2.6, so rounded up to 3 threes a game. If you draft Curry around that era, you're drafting him for his shooting ability. And if Mike Conley is already getting 3 threes a game in 2009, which was the year before Curry's rookie year, I don't see why Curry can't come into that specific team and at least shoot 4, if not 5 even. So,
he was shooting 4 or 5 in Curry's rookie season.
Yeah. So,
but I get what you're saying, but it still takes the coach's ideology to just full on embrace like the system that makes Curry thrive. I don't. Again, we're saying success relative to whatever it is, but I don't think that Curry has the same level of success that he has if we're playing out of the post or even the high post with Marc Gasol and Zebo, and he's got to play off of that.
So do you think when people critique players from the 90s with like why they didn't shoot as many threes as players do now, you don't think that like exactly what you just said is a part of that? Why that critique is so flawed? Because back then the play styles were different. Teams were being built differently. So why would you focus your team around threes and space?
I got it. And low-key, that kind of makes me want to transition to my next point. But I put out a tweet a long time ago. Hearing that Gilbert Arenas' coach was legendary Celtic Dave Cowens, and he didn't want him to do a 1-4 pick and roll and accept the switch, lets me know, like, that's a flawed era of basketball, like, in general. Like, it just, like, logically, their mind was in some other realm.
This is what I told Omar. This is basketball knowledge. I told Omar right here. This is what I taught Omar right here. Because I that same technique he just said, I put it on Twitter like maybe a month ago. Like it's
fuck.
I did put it before you. I put it before you.
Nah, kid.
Did you get more likes than me?
Oh,
this nigga.
Nah, kid.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like I told you that. But I mean, I'll pass it. You're right. You know what I'm saying? You're right. You know, I think in the late 90s and 2000s, bad coaching really hurt the league. Like really, really bad coaching hurt the league, and the lack of innovation was like very obvious. Like it was just really bad, and that's coming from someone who grew up watching that. Like that was my form. Also, I was going to say that LeBron would probably be more closer to like Chris Webber. That's what LeBron would be back then.
With that being said, I recently finished, and by recently I mean like last night. I finished The Last Dance, the MJ doc on Netflix. I encourage some people to watch it. Honestly, it'll make you hate that era of basketball.
2021.
What you mean?
Nigga, why are you so late? You said that shit like it was like something new. Like, ooh, I just got done. Like
that motherfucker was watching one part. I mean,
some people haven't watched it. Some people haven't watched it. I encourage people to watch it. But with that being said, I hate that era of basketball so much more, bro, because the fact that they're trying to make it like so amazing that Michael Jordan didn't do drugs and he just stayed on a straight path and liked basketball, and that's why he was so much better than people. Like it made me dislike that era of basketball so much more, and it also showed me why.
One episode. That was like a quarter of one episode.
Literally, that was the majority of the league back then. I literally that was the majority.
In the mid 80s.
Yes, that was the majority of the league.
That was not
even
majority.
Larry Bird's workouts consisted of mowing his mom's ass and shooting on a pebbly path in his hometown of Indiana. Like that's a clown era of basketball.
No, but you said the drugs is that wasn't the mid 80s. That was early 80s, 70s.
No, that was Michael came in the mid 80s.
I know, but I'm saying the drug era was like 70s, early 80s. But anyway, that's like a fraction of what that whole thing is about.
Dead ass said that they were doing drugs in the mid 80s.
Yeah, but I don't majority. You said majority A, and then B, like that's a
majority of the league. Majority of the league in the mid 80s was still doing drugs. I'm convinced.
No, they were. All right, whatever. That's still.
You think Magic was just partying, just a party? You think he was partying sober?
No, I wouldn't think he was partying sober. I don't think he was doing things that would have got him kicked out of the league. But also, I was about to say that was a fraction of the doctor. What are you talking about?
Look at Damo's face. Damo, I agree. Magic was wilding.
Magic was doing some wild shit, bro.
I'm not saying he wasn't doing no drugs, but I don't think he was doing like the shit y'all referencing to get him out the league.
Damo, thank you.
It's the 80s. What?
But let me also be clear, that's another era. You talking about was Reggie Miller doing that? That's what you saying? Like Reggie Miller?
Maybe.
How do you think Reggie Miller stayed so skinny the whole time?
No, okay.
Oh my god!
But again,
Reggie Miller's a crackhead, bro.
Yeah, he's alluding to that.
Oh wow, bro!
Jesus,
that's crazy.
I'm just asking. You think it was cardio specifically, or Reggie Miller's jersey stayed baggy?
So you think Kevin Durant? You think Kevin Durant does coke because he's
hey? If that's what
Kevin Durant does something.
You think literally? Be honest. You think all NBA players, even today, are just like, I'm not gonna do any type of drug?
So you think LeBron does drugs to stay up as strong as he does?
Listen,
nah, but we did catch Odell Beckham. We caught Odell Beckham.
I'm asking Omar. No. I'm asking Omar.
Drink the water. Look at him drink the water.
Look at this man drink water. I'm asking Omar. LeBron, for his age and how crazily built he still is he doing something?
He's probably on TRT.
What's that?
Omar. All right, that's what I thought. Omar.
No, he could be. Like Damo said, he could be on some like performance enhancing stuff.
Whoa. I'm not gonna say performance enhancing, but he's probably on TRT.
He said, just like Damo said. Just like Damo said, he could be on that.
No. Do y'all know what TRT is?
Ain't that recovery shit?
Testosterone replacement treatment.
It
just boosts your testosterone.
That sounds like a fancy word for steroids.
Yeah, I'm about
no,
to
say, it's not. Like, it's not steroids.
Damn, my lighting is going crazy. Yeah.
It sounds like a hand job version of steroids, brother.
It's really not though. It's really not though. Wow, that's crazy.
That's a crazy way to put it.
If he's doing
a hand job version of steroids,
that's not roids. Niggas is saying that's not roids, bro.
Hey man, look. If Bron is out there roided up, he can be your goat. You know
is it? Wait. First of all.
Hey, Sage, you know my take on Kylie. So
that's what I'm saying. You still top 10.
We don't need to do this today. We don't need to do this today.
Let me reiterate it. You pay for the best ass and the best boobs. You got the best ass and the best boobs.
Just because you pay for the same player build as everybody else, I don't know
what to tell you. That's just
we don't need to do this today. We don't need to do this today.
And if LeBron paid for a 99 overall, then he's a 99 overall. That's all.
I'm asking you this question.
Hey, it's not as impressive as MJ's 99. You know what I'm saying? But
you think Michael wasn't doing nothing?
Oh my God!
You think Michael was just going to Atlantic City to play some cards? Stop letting them lie to you. Listen, pull up a picture of Michael Jordan right now and look at how yellow his eyes are.
I ain't gonna lie, you doing something.
Come on, bro. You think that was late nights work?
You just doing crack late age.
Let's be clear. If LeBron really did that and he still lost in 2011, I have no respect for that nigga at all. Dog.
All right.
Oh wow!
If that nigga's on roids,
get cooked by JJ Barea on roids.
TRT is not roids.
That nigga can't beat his own defense on roids. That nigga
it's become roids. I don't know what to tell you.
TRT is not roids.
Hey,
I don't care what he was on. If that man had any advantage and couldn't beat the zone, I'm done with that nigga. There's no way.
First of all. If he's on TRT, he started it at least 2018, in my opinion. That's what I believe, at least. I believe if he's on TRT, he started in 2018.
No, when I heard that he was nearing 300 pounds in Miami. So let's stop there for a second, Dom.
Let's give it a pause.
He was up and near 300 pounds at his peak. Like he was Shaq? Are you crazy? All right.
And let's just, for the sake of research, let's just Google LeBron James Miami Heat. Let's see. What the hell is it?
And then, wait, and then remember we went to Cleveland. He lost all that weight in one summer. All right, say less. The nigga doing nothing but TRT.
Keto, guys. It's keto.
Yeah, it's keto, nigga.
He told y'all to start eating.
It's high fat, low carb diet, guys.
First of all,
this nigga LeBron wild as shit.
Okay, I'll give it to you. If he was on TRT, it definitely was early Miami days because you could have lost that. You could have easily lost that. That was like what?
It's water weight, guys. It's water weight.
Yeah, he lost 50 pounds in like 2 months. All right, say less, dog. Say less. Yeah.
But honestly, if y'all really believe that any of your favorite athletes are just taking like one a day multivitamin and chocolate milk, you're wrong, bro. You're wrong, bro. They have needles. They have all stuff that it's not one day and chocolate milk.
I get that thing. Shaq was 375 no cap.
Probably.
And that's steroids.
7'1", 375.
Anyway, listen, we have a sub goal, don't we?
Indeed. 15.
Shit. Oh, you did get the goal up. I thought it was just a big ass bar.
Listen, bro. I swear.
Something now.
If we don't reach that sub goal, we're gonna turn into an NPR show. And start talking about, peace in the Middle East and all that stuff like that.
Oh my
if y'all
God.
want this entertaining content, bro, y'all gotta sub
what's
up.
up with you tonight, bro?
I'm just saying. And we have some special stuff going on Sunday specifically.
Y'all don't want that, right? Y'all don't want it.
Y'all don't want
us to talk about peace, right?
Sunday, especially for the football lovers. Listen, we got some special content coming, but you have to be a subscriber to have access to that stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. Continuing the old head talk, I guess we might as well just hop into it. The kids have claimed him. That's why I'm saying this is the new generation. But Drake, Kanye, Donda, CLB. Thoughts on the album? I can go ahead and put mine out there. Donda's way better than CLB.
I agree. And I ain't gonna lie, I'll say this right now. When CLB came out, I was gassing the fuck out of that album. And then I re-listened to both albums a lot. Like the days after, like 3-4 days after. I don't even know when it came out. But a lot, essentially. And Donda's easily better, bro. I ain't gonna lie. CLB gets played out really quickly. Really quickly. There's nothing innovative about it. And even what I expect from Drake, which is not innovation. There's not a lot of bangers on there, bro. I ain't gonna lie. There's probably 3, 4, and Donda has 3-4 at least. So if Kanye's making more hits than you, then what are we talking about?
Okay. Let's pull it back. First off, here's the problem with CLB. He got in every song, I feel like it's one finished version and one unfinished version. Like, he did beat switch on beat switch on beat switch on beat switch. Them shits is snippets, bro. Them shits were unfinished ass songs, bro. That nigga Drake high shit in the booth, just like, shit. All right, this ain't it, fool. Hey, Trav, go ahead, jump on this done real quick. And it did a different version. But speaking of that song, though, Fair Trade, the hits joint is Pesos. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's one of the 4. That's one of the 4, but
and I even played Devil's Advocate while I pulled up the track list.
There was none, but
I'll even play Devil's Advocate while I pulled up a track list. That Girls Want Girls song that niggas gassing, that shit's 2 packs of ass. Fumble the Baby feature. We not even about to talk about it. We not even about to talk about it.
You like Lil Baby?
It's trash.
You think Drake and Lil Baby on the same song going crazy, but this motherfucker.
But Drake don't miss on the intro. Champagne Poetry is like that. Poppy's Home is likes that. Fair Trade likes that. Way Too Sexy's gas up, but it's cool. In Too Deep gas. Nope. TSU gas.
Nope.
You're cap. You're bugging. You're bugging.
Damo, you feel like CLB is over Donda?
Listen to it more, and it's gonna get played out. It's gonna get played out.
I still haven't listened to it. I can't get the first 3 songs
of Donda.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Wow.
Off the Grid is one of the first 3 songs.
I'm at this point with Kanye to where if I don't feel it has replay value to me, I'm not listening to it. Because I've been a Kanye fan for so long.
You've never listened to Hurricane?
I'm sick of Kanye with no drums. I'm sick of Kanye being spiritual. I'm sick of Kanye
being spiritual.
I'm tired of it, man.
I'm sick of Jesus, nigga.
I'm sick of it. I'm tired of Jesus. Yes.
I'm sorry. That nigga been talking about Jesus since college dropout. I'm tired.
You know what's crazy?
That is a fact.
Jesus Walks hit. No, that's not. First of all, watch your mouth. Kanye's my favorite rapper, so that's not true. Jesus Walks hits. I love it, but listening to Donda, I just can't. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I have to be in a certain mood to listen to it, and every time I try to listen to it, I'm not in that mood. I haven't found myself to be in that place to listen to it yet.
Right.
Every time I try, I end up turning it off because I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to vibe to this playing the game. I can't vibe to this shit at work. I don't have no time to really
listening to Moon while playing 2K is hilarious.
When you just chilling and vibing, that's definitely a much better album. Or you just driving on the way to work and you're just trying to like mellow out. That's a much better. Or coming
home.
You
be driving on the way to work.
That's fine.
I know. I drove to Micro Center today and even last night, and that's how I was listening to it. I'll say this for me. So when Donda first came out, I was listening to Donda, and every single time I kept re-listening to it, I was like, it keeps growing on me. But I was still like, it's still like a 7 or 8 to me. And then CLB came out, and so I listened to CLB, and I was like, off the first listen, I was like, this is a 7, and it could be an 8. And I kept listening to CLB over and over again, and then now it's been like 3 or 4 days. Now it's like, you know what? I kind of missed a lot of Donda shit. I went back to Donda, and for the past like day and a half to 2, the songs that I was like kind of missing on, I listened back and I was like, oh, these are fucking amazing. The production on Donda is like way better.
Hey, that's not a debate. That's not a debate. You got it. That's not
a debate. That's always going to happen with a Kanye versus Drake album. Kanye has better production as a whole than Drake. That's not even a competition.
I think even the album in the way that it's structured is more thought out. Like for example, Little Baby. I think Drake's Little Baby feature, I think he just wasted it. And I'm not saying the song is horrible. Yeah. I just think that the placement could have been way better. In contrast to Kanye's Little Baby feature, bro, that is amazing on Hurricane. This is amazing. So even the songs on the features, it just sounds more cohesive and it makes more sense on Donda than it does on whatchamacallit. And then it's just a more versatile album. On Drake, I'm telling everybody right now, I promise y'all, in a month's time, y'all are not going to be listening to. Y'all probably going to be listening to 2 songs off of that album, off of Certified.
I'm just telling y'all now.
Speaking on replay value, because Dom brought up replay value, Drake fed into the Kanye beef way too much. And
too much.
In terms of replay value, bro, I'm really not going to care about that beef 6-7 months from now. And when I'm trying to listen to a song,
I don't care about it now. I think
no friends in the industry is never getting played on my phone ever again. I 100% give you that.
And
never in my life we can play.
And No Friends in the Industry is literally a rip off of Energy. It's literally just an Energy. It's an
rip-offs. What's that one dance rip off? That one, I was in somebody's stream, everybody gassing that song. I was like, this is literally like one dance.
Bro, I ain't gonna hold you. That's another thing about Drake. A lot of these songs sound like other versions of it. So that Rick Ross and Lil Wayne song, that sounds like a song straight out of 2008. No cap. That sounds like a 2008 song. I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm saying is it's been done already. And I feel like it's been done better than whatever Drake did. Like all of that, and even some of those 2 songs that Future's on, Future carry both of those songs.
Future, I'm surprised he still does features. I don't know about it. I'm surprised he still does features with Future, because off that the What a Time to Be Alive album,
nigga, he's gonna kill Drake.
Bullshit, that don't suck. I ain't gonna lie.
What a Time to Be Alive.
Get that shit out.
What?
I don't know if Future carried Drake on What a Time to Be Alive.
Yeah,
What a Time to Be Alive is ass, but T.O.B. is okay.
What the fuck? Freestyle is arguably the best song on there. I ain't gonna lie. Scholarships.
There's a lot of songs on there where Future carried Drake.
No,
there's a couple, but most of that is like either even or Drake is definitely holding his own to the point where I would say he's carrying.
Yeah, I thought Drake was better on that album.
Yeah,
that's the top of my head. But go ahead.
My whole thing with Kanye at this point, and like I said, when I heard the first 2 songs, I knew what kind of album this was going to be because I've listened to Kanye for so long. I just knew it's going to take time for me to get through this shit because this isn't. And it's crazy because I was telling niggas, oh, it's Ye. Because where Ye's at mentally, we just don't have no expectations for Ye. Fuck it. I had expectations. I had a certain expectation. Honestly, I was looking for, if I had to compare it to an album for Crazy Ye, I was hoping for more of a Life of Pablo type of feel.
That's what it is, though. I'm telling you, that's what it is.
It's not, though. It's not.
Yeah, listen to it.
So how many songs do I have to get through to get to the Life of Pablo?
Donda is not really. That's just a chant.
No. I know that.
If you jail,
it's not.
Go to Off the Grid, Hurricane.
Jail ain't doing
Off the Grid. No. Just start at Off the Grid, Hurricane, Praise God, Jonah. Okay. And when you get through that stretch, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, this is definitely.
You're gonna love 24. You're gonna love 24.
I'm gonna have to start
Hurricane.
I get sick of
Hurricane.
I'm off of this nigga trying to be like I said, I'm off of this nigga trying to be spiritual, bro.
You dumb. Yeah, you dumb.
Listen. For any and everybody that's listening to the podcast, there's a song that Hurricane, the reference track for Hurricane, it's called 80 Degrees. 80 Degrees is much better than Hurricane. I kid you not.
But did you see what he did to that though? Because it's not only a Hurricane, but it's also on Moon. And I think Hurricane is sung by The Weeknd. And then Moon is sung by Don Toliver, I think.
Don Toliver.
Yeah.
Oh, Don Toliver's on that shit? Oh.
Yes.
Baby boy, that them features on that album. Oh my God. I know. It's. I mean, first of all, I'm a bigger Kanye fan than you are. I put you on the Kanye, so let's get clear with that. Hey,
who are you talking about?
That's
you talking about dog?
Kanye,
You talking about
genius, and even the.
Think about what he just said. Think about what he just said.
So I already knew about 80 degrees. That's all I'm saying. I already knew about 80 degrees.
And 80 degrees is a much better version of Hurricane. That's all I'm gonna say. Listen, we do have a subscriber question.
I disagree.
Yeah, that's crazy. The Weeknd can't sing for real. We have a subscriber question. Cool bro asks.
Yo,
damn, did I miss the question?
Holy shit!
Holy shit! I be here,
Cool bro asks, what is the preferred length of an album, like song wise?
Over an hour, cool bro.
Oh, I said it, dumbass.
He said a song.
A song?
No, I mean you can do the whole album. The whole album has to be over an hour.
Yeah, nigga, can you get the mic? Can you stop cradling the mic, nigga?
Like he's Karl Malone. What the fuck?
Do you?
Wow.
Hey, didn't y'all like it when we so fast?
I'm talking about the I'm talking about the mailman. Yo, chill out.
No. Hold on. Because you asked for it. It's because you asked for it.
I'm talking about the mailman.
Didn't you?
Yo,
No. Didn't you like it when Bezos cut his face cam off and this was a black only podcast? I loved it for just 2 seconds. No. It's crazy. Crazy, right? It's crazy.
I'll say
this. Like literal menace tonight. What the fuck?
I'll say this about, like, for example, like Donda. I don't see they released that not knowing, because from my understanding they released it without Kanye really knowing. And I think those part twos at the end of the song were just different versions. They're different versions of the original song. So if you cut out those part twos and then you cut out maybe like 2 or 3 more songs, I think Donda, for me personally, would be the preferred length of an album. So that would probably be close to like an hour 20, maybe. Like as long as the album doesn't feel like I'm literally sitting here for an hour and 20 minutes, then that's in my opinion the preferred length. But I've enjoyed albums of all length. I mean, Kanye's first few pieces of work. I said albums. I didn't say just come on. No, but Kanye's first few projects were like all long projects, so I can't sit here and say I have to put a specific number behind it. I'm not gonna say that.
I'm not gonna play oblivious here. The Cool Bro is the guy. I saw Dom subtweet it. I ended up tweeting on it too. Basically, Cool Bro was like, he's a Drake and Kanye fan, but he can't do albums longer than an hour. Drake's entire discography is over an hour, and Kanye only has 2 albums that are arguably his worst 2 projects that are shorter than an hour. So that take his trash.
It's not an hour. It's not an album. That's what I said.
Yeah, that take his trash.
Is Daytona not an album?
Common.
Is what?
Daytona?
By who?
Pusha T?
Pusha T.
No,
it's not. That's not an album.
It's not an album.
What? I don't agree to that. I will say.
What the hell?
I wouldn't. Yeah,
what is it
but
then?
like for a second, graduation is like 50 minutes. So, but that's still an album, in my opinion. But like, an hour is like very common. Like you sitting here saying that's very, very common. Actually.
Wait, why is Daytona not an album? Like I'm serious.
That's what I'm saying.
Or that's what Dom said.
Wait, look, didn't you say it was an album too?
Yeah, you did agree. Why you? I don't know. Why
You agree?
That's what Dom said.
If I didn't mean to agree on that, but I'm saying
no, it's not an album. That's what you said.
Are you saying it because it was that 7-song release shit that they were doing?
What?
Right?
Wait, what?
I'm asking Dom because are you saying this? I'm asking Dom because was it part of that 7? Is because it was that 7-song release stuff that they were doing? Like, because
yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Stop, nigga, stop. Hey, no, I feel like that was the most brilliant. What I will say is, for any album, especially an album 15 plus songs or whatever, and 15 plus songs, you can truly condense that to about 7 songs, to be honest with you. And I feel like it would be the most perfect piece of work. Yeah, that's like for a lot of albums. But why is that an EP? Why is that an EP? So Damo, you heard like, because Drake, I feel like puts a lot of songs Drake puts a lot of songs, especially like Scorpion and shit like that.
Scorpion.
If you were to cut that down to the songs that are really, really good that have play value today, you probably get down to about. I mean, if you have
an album with between 15 to 21 songs and you cut that down to the best 6 to 8, that's an EP. That's not an album anymore. It's an EP.
I think 7 is. I understand what you're saying, but I think 7 is getting to that threshold. Now, I also say this: if those 7 songs are like 2-minute songs, then it's like, all right, that is an EP. Because like,
and I would say this. It depends on the length of the songs, if it's 7 songs, and it depends on the quality, because somebody just said in the chat, Igor was 40 minutes. Igor was fucking beautiful. Igor, the production on Igor, the creativity on Igor, that shit was beautiful. So yes, if you're going to drop a project that's not an hour, it has to be a fucking masterpiece. Little Tekka cannot drop an album that's not an hour long, and you be like, you know what, bro? That shit was beautiful. No, nigga, it's gonna be repetitive. A repetitive.
But what if he made 7 songs that were all bangers? Is that not an album?
Yeah.
I just don't think he's capable of it. But if he did, that'd be an album.
Hey. Watch him off. Tekka's nice. Calm down.
Tekka.
He is.
You said anyway. Speaking of, we all decided that Drake has a lack of innovation. And speaking of lack of innovation, it's that time of year, man. 2K's coming out.
Oh fuck.
Then we get hey Miso. No, okay.
No.
2K's coming out. 2K's coming out. Not as much hype. I feel like they didn't drop a demo for this one, did they? They didn't drop anything.
They didn't drop a demo. Pre-order doesn't get any priority. They literally unloaded all the news within the last week.
And they just dropped an announcement about their chat about to be fucked up or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that. So with that being said, I don't play 2K I'm tired of being disappointed by a bunch of men. I have the Falcons to do that for me. But how do we all feel about 2K this year?
I just want to real quickly. I'm gonna let y'all go, but man, me personally, my experience with 2K is so fucking annoying considering everything. Like my squad does the same shit. YouTube does the same shit. Gas it up. It's actually looking better. It's actually looking better. It's actually looking better. It comes out there, disappoints you in a whole different way that you didn't see coming. So like the badges, like yay, the customization for 21 is gonna look nice, and then you could dunk on everybody. So it didn't fucking matter. Like it's gonna be something that we don't see coming that's going to fuck the game up. It's gonna be ass. I don't know why people pulling this fake happiness card again and again and again. But whatever.
Dang, I can't be happy. Dang.
No.
I'm gonna be a little bit optimistic.
Stop living this game life, please.
I wish niggas like Agent would just drop a video telling niggas to stop buying this bullshit. That's what I wish. I wish niggas like all these random ass 2K groups and all these niggas pumping all this energy into the game saying this might be the year and giving it high hopes. I just wish you niggas would really see through the facade and just tell niggas, look, don't buy it until it comes out and we get valid gameplay and niggas who are actually nice at the game review the game and tell you what's wrong with it. Stop pre-ordering this bullshit. Stop trying to get excited for this bullshit. Stop trying to do all this extra shit, bro. The game's going to be trash, as always. The game's going to have broken animations, as always. The game's going to have broken builds, as always. Give it a week. Joe Knows or fucking Shakedown or whatever nigga's going to drop a fucking build video and you're going to see that build around the whole park for the first month. That's literally what's going to happen. They're going to find a cheesy power forward build, a cheesy tall point guard build, a cheesy shooting center build. And that's just going to dominate the park because that's all niggas really play. Who the fuck cares about my team? If you're buying 2K to play my team, you're a fucking clown. It's the same shit every year. If you're buying my team to literally play fucking my league and my GM because that's what you make your YouTube content off of, you could have kept doing fucking 16 and updated the rosters on PC. You're a fucking clown. Stop giving these niggas your money. Go pick a PS2 up and play the good games. Like we have to do something, bro. I've been playing 2K since 2K3. I'm so sick of seeing the same shit over and over and over. We get hype, and by fucking December, all you niggas is bitching at Ronnie 2K, talking about how you about to smack Ronnie 2K, talking about how Ronnie 2K a bitch, talking about this with Ronnie 2K. Like he has anything. This nigga don't even talk about the game no more. You niggas still blame Ronnie 2K. Like blame other niggas.
You know what's so funny? Madden 22 bombed so bad, it's actually a scapegoat for whatever 2K is about to do. Because I've already seen the tweets. Well, at least there's not recycling game modes that they've had for 20 years ago. Fuck Madden, right? Like, bro, Madden being some shit ain't got nothing to do with 2K being trash, bro. Like, and Dom, you left out pay to win. You talk about it in my team, let alone in fucking badges and my players and shit. It's pay to win. Because if you're going to sit there and grind the month that it probably takes you to legit become a 99, power to you, but it's pay to win. It's pay to win. You want to have fun on the game, you can't just pick it up and play. You have to pay $100 and then pay another $100 because they raised the prices as well. So, yeah.
What is pay to win?
When you have to basically get an advantage. You have to put money in to get an advantage on the game.
But
to the point where okay.
But with that definition of put money in to get an advantage, you can put money in. Your build can be maxed out to an 85. And you're still ass at the game. Like, it's plenty of niggas who get the game, upgrade their characters, and that they just have a bum ass nigga with that's an 85 overall. That's why I don't say it's pay to win, in my opinion. At least for that. Now, my team, that's totally different. Park, I don't think Park's pay to win. My team, yes, you can pay money to keep pulling packs in order to get these cards and sell those cards to buy good cards. That's fine. But I don't think buying your players' attributes. Now, if you could buy attributes, badges, and animations, then yeah, it might be pay to win. If everything's behind the paywall,
because the animations, like they have the same broke ass animation. Everybody going Curry slide, Crawford, James Harden step back once upon a time. Free. Most of the time they're not. Most of the time they cost like
No. Dribble animations not been free this year. Like
they're not the normal one.
My player,
normal 1 through 4, basic 1 through 4.
The regular ones, the normal ones are free, and then you have to like increase your overall to unlock certain ones. But then even when you unlock them,
they're like 300 VC. Like
you have to pay them, yeah.
Man, crazy fucking cap on getting. It's 300 VC, my G. That's one part game. One part game you can buy the animation you want. Like you don't have to pay for that. Like
it's not outrageously. It's not.
Yeah, just continue.
But
I'm optimistic.
Pay to win mostly when like you said, it comes to you paying to have these upgrades versus grinding it. Which again, you have an option. Even if you do choose to skip wasting time grinding, you still could be ass if you don't have a good jumper. You still could be ass if you don't know how to dribble. You still could be ass if you don't know how to play defense. And you can have a 99 overall. If you don't know how to use that nigga, you're still ass. I don't see how it's pay to win because you won't necessarily win just because you have 85 overall.
That logic would be with every game ever, but I see what you mean.
No. I see what he's saying too because and back in the day, my team used to be like that as well because you could really get off on like not having to spend money on my team and get away with it because even though people were spending money, I was still like beating people with just regular gold players because like it wasn't like an abnormal amount of like attribute gap between like one player to the next. Like it wasn't that crazy back in the day, but now it kind of is to the point where it definitely has forced that game mode to be pay to win. To me, the whole I can't put and I've talked to Agent about this as well, but like the concept of like let's not buy 2K together. Like it's the community isn't in a space where like that's even like possible. There's way too many peers, too many viewpoints on it for people to like be communicative because there's plenty of things that Agent has done behind the scenes that he's lost and not just Agent, many people I know who've lost opportunities. I mean, we all know Agent didn't have like the whole thing back and forth we had with Ronnie for the past like year and a half to the point where he's not invited to certain events and like they've damn near blackballed him. So there's certain things that he's done, but the concept of not like purchasing the game from a community standpoint is kind of like it's not going to happen because there's people out there who are opportunists who are going to get the game, and if those people are bought out or those people aren't going to be honest, and if that's the only representation of the game, then that's what's going to end up happening. But the reality of it is like this year, if anything, I mean, for y'all who don't know, like if someone is saying right now that the game looks great, it's like, nigga, the game, they haven't even released gameplay. So how are you saying the game looks great? Like whatever gameplay that you're watching is like very selective gameplay. So when I sit here and I see people like, ooh, the handling, the dribble looks way better. Like it might be better, but like I'm not gonna make the argument based off of like very, very selective like moments that Steph Curry is dribbling. Like I'm not
in
like
blacktop or in an open gym.
The animations is fine, but like, how did you input them? If you can only flick the right stick up and Curry's gonna tween step back, that's not a good game.
But we know that too. Like we already know, like just because something looks good, like from just an individual standpoint of animations, I don't think 2K has ever been so bad to where you can just look at it and say it's bad. The reason why we're saying it's bad is because once it's being implemented in gameplay, and once you have a community of people who's just trying to find the advantage over someone else to the point where they're willing to break the game, that's where things like that's where it becomes problematic. So there's no way you can ever tell that when it's just a nigga in blacktop dribbling the basketball. Like that's just, you're never going to be able to come to that conclusion.
But also to Dom's point, with the whole just don't buy it, I feel like way too many lives, at least for content creators, like that's literally their living.
On it.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy?
Like it'll make like if hypothetically they did that, 2K it'll make 2K do something. But the reality is, if they drive less traffic to their videos, they're just gonna stop uploading the latest game that's gonna get views. But there's fucking bills crazy? That need to be paid.
You know what's crazy? That's not true, and there's been evidence of that not being true with 2K18. The community literally said, you know what? 2K18 is fucking horrible. We're not playing it. And what did everyone run to? Fortnite. The Fortnite boom was a mixture of Call of Duty being bad, 2K being bad, Madden being bad. All those communities said, man, fuck this. We need a new game to play. And Fortnite was on the rise. And everyone ran to flood Fortnite. And that's what everybody was uploading.
But can you argue the same thing happened this year as well? Because like people stopped playing 2K probably like 4 months ago, and people were playing GTA. Like GTA has been dominating.
The 2K cycle way early.
Yeah,
but they could. Way early. So there's other avenues people can go to make money. We've seen it already. In like Lo said, even this year, we've seen 2 different occasions where the community was like, "Man, fuck uploading this shit. I'm just gonna play something up."
But that's for
and
select
niggas made a way.
Like Agent I don't know. Like Aiden could pull that off. Agent, when he had like 1 million subscribers, he can pull that off. But like for the people who have like 50K, 100K, 200K, that's way harder to pull off, bro.
And not only that though, I'll say this as well. I still think that even when they did that, even when that was essentially the representation of the 2K community for the better part of this last year, or the better part of like 8-9 months now, they still followed up with this response of a rollout. Like nobody wasn't playing it. Nobody really wasn't talking about it. The 2K, especially on Twitch, it was straight dead. And yet, even with that lack of coverage, even with that lack of community around the game within the last like 6 months, 2K still pulled bullshit anyway. They still pull bullshit.
Because they made their money. That's why I'm like, listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. If Nick, and I get it, it's not as cookie cut and as simple as I'm making it sound, but them niggas aren't going to understand until we stop putting money in their pockets. Now, I get it. Some niggas are going to have to take an L. I feel it. But if you want a better product, my nigga, take a L and do something different. Challenge yourself as a creator. Like, I understand, well, Agent got fucking blackballed for the shit he was saying about getting 2K fixed. And he wasn't even being wild. Like, the nigga was just giving simple recommendations that would make the game way better. And he was giving simple criticisms for Ronnie 2K blatantly lying on camera to niggas about the dumbest shit, about the park not being the same. The nigga looked dead in the camera and told us, if you think the parks are the same, you're just fucking stupid. And the park was the fucking same. Like, nigga, the nigga blatantly lies to us all the time. Agent calls him out. He gets blackballed. I get that. But niggas are going to have to get blackballed if y'all want a better game. If y'all not willing to sacrifice playing 2K for fucking money and you can't go play something else, my nigga, you don't want a better game. That's
but the community. I'm letting you know the community is not nowhere near at that point. If this was like 8 years ago, maybe 6 years ago, maybe, but right now, no, it's way too divided amongst different creators that are whose
the community's not shit. The 2K community ain't shit. That's really what it boils down to. And I'm talking as a person that's been down with the 2K community since the fucking beginning. we aren't shit. Like compared to everybody else, compared to all the other communities of gamers out there, other than Fortnite, because them little kids are fucking weird. Nigga, 2K community ain't shit. Niggas do nothing but steal each other's content, beef with each other, snitch on each other for fucking wagering, and stream snipe all the time to try to get clout. Like it's like fucking a weird version of high school to a certain degree. Like it's fucking stupid. Like
can I ask
2K
a question before we pivot? I just want to ask Dom real quick. So, what would you say your ideology in terms of the
black
casual,
only?
Oh my god, this nigga.
In terms of like the casual gamer though, like the person that plays Play Now, the person that plays My League Offline, gets his dad on the sticks, plays on. What would you say in terms of those kind of people?
Play the older games. Like I don't know if you understand. I don't know if you realize this, but go 10 years back in the past. Go back to when 2K11 was a new game out. It was completely normal for you to go to your friend's house, he not have 2K11, and y'all would sit down and play 2K9, and no one have issue. You would play the older games and still have fun because you're playing Play Now, you're playing offline modes. Like it wasn't a whole need to play the brand new 2K. Maybe in some cases, cool because niggas like to be hype beats. But for the most part, I remember being able to just go play older game. Like I would sit down and be like, all right, 2K10's out, but fuck it, my little cousin has 2K7. Fuck it, we about to run it on 2K7. Nigga, it's 2K at the end of the day because we're just having fun. That was the fun of it. So if you're just playing offline modes, if you're just playing Play Now or playing against your little brother or your older cousins or whatever, why do you don't need the new one, nigga. You can go download or update a roster, play the fucking game. Like you can play fucking 2K18. Well, not 18, that shit was trash. You can go fucking download 2K17 and play Now 2K17. Those servers aren't down to where you can't play the game. You just can't play online. That's what I would say.
I think that goes to a point, and I've had a theory about that. Like, I don't know when it happened, haven't pinpointed it exactly, but a lot of the fun has been taken out of playing video games in general. It's become more competitive, more about money, more about status and other things. That has made it to this whole thing where you can't do like what you can't do those things. It's definitely about having
we just grew up
and status.
That could also be it. I mean,
no, I even mean the generation. I'm saying we can't do the whole 2K thing. Even the generations behind us are like playing for competitive or status or whatever type of thing now, as opposed to just playing it for fun. Like it's
argue the impact of the NBA. Like it back then, sure, but like the way we talk about players on social media now, it's all in kids' faces. So there were sometimes as a kid, I didn't know who the fuck was on the Heat. I wanted the ball with D Wade. Now everybody know everybody roster top to bottom. They know all the coaches and shit. And they're like 5 years old, and there's no way you can look a kid in the face and like you got 2K22. He only got 2K19, but he want to play with John Morant. He want to play with Zion or whatever the fuck type shit. So it's like I don't know if they can go that far, but
I get that, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, and you know what? It might just be a me thing. Make the player.
Yeah, trade the player.
I'm not mad at it. I used to do that. Fun.
I used to do that too. I used to do that too.
I'm telling you, this is not that fun era of playing video games. I believe like it's like a certain level of competition status or notoriety that goes with playing video games.
To what degree? Because if you're talking about online, then I get that. Like online gaming, cool. But the example Sage gave was strictly playing offline, Play Now. That aspect,
but I would even
you would be competitive playing against your friends, but at the end of the day, you can be competitive playing the older 2K. It's just about winning. It's not about winning with John Morant and Zion. It's about just beating this nigga in 2K. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, I bought weed from a nigga that did nothing but play 2K14. And this is when 2K20 was brand new. He did nothing but play 2K14. All the niggas he listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I paid
Skills plays 14.
He got enough money out of me alone to buy a new Xbox, 2K, 3 controllers, 3 my players, all the animations. And he still was playing 2K14 because that nigga enjoyed it. And he wasn't that much older than me. So it's still
but you're talking about a community that's shrinking, I think, day by day. And the online community is so much that it's taken over those communities. It's just a theory.
That's fair.
The general fun play now, that community, all that shit is. With that being said, last question on this. Marcel, do you think it would be a better idea if we had a choice as consumers to ask gaming companies like what we want to see? Would it be better to ask them to work on games in the GTA 5 manner, meaning work on it for years, as opposed to working on it for...
Why's your face like that? What the fuck?
Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?
I can tell I'm about to agree with what the fuck you about to say.
Would it be better for gaming companies, meaning on working to perfect the games, over years, to let's just pump out the next thing, work on it for a couple of months, and then we're on. Fuck it. Whatever that game is what that game.
Sporting games, I agree should apply like that. Because I agree that on a year-to-year basis, there's not enough time for a sporting game to really make significant changes that would like alter your experience that much. And it's been proven numerous times. It's been proven that statement to be so true that sporting games have become infamously known for removing certain things from the game from one year to the next to just make it seem as if like they are
there's a change.
There's a change. Like they'll implement something, remove it, and then bring it back years later to make it seem like there's a new feature we had, and it's like, but that was in the game like
10 years ago.
Yeah, that was in the game like 10 years ago. So like Madden was the first one I really acknowledged doing that. So yeah, in short, I agree in terms of sports games, without a doubt. Sports games don't really add nothing that much to it. But other games, most of the games already apply to that because most games don't come out yearly. So sports games, as they come out yearly, I agree that they should take the approach of GTA, where it's like, we're just gonna, if it takes us like 3 years to come out with another game, then we'll do that. We'll take us just 3 years to do that.
Need to be like fighting games. Somebody in the chat just said it. Needs need to adopt that mentality of Mortal Kombat and UFC, even though UFC does a shitty job of it because they don't even listen to no fucking body. They just, I don't know what the fuck they be doing in UFC. They just do whatever the fuck they want. They don't give a fuck about us.
But Mortal Kombat is a great example because Mortal Kombat, they'll just add new players in, new fighters in and stuff like that. Like they don't actually, and they may do some updates if something is broken and stuff like that. But it'll be years until a new Mortal Kombat comes out, and the replay value is at least longer than just a 6 or 8 months window. Like the replay value is like for years.
And because go ahead. I know you.
No, I was like, yeah. So I'll just say, yeah, I agree with that.
I ain't gonna lie. With Mortal Kombat, if you look at the difference, the jump between 10 and 11, like I remember motherfuckers playing 10 and thinking like, my nigga, I don't know how they're gonna upgrade when it comes to 11. And then you see 11 drop, and the graphical changes, the changes they made to how like quick the fighters are and doing just all the type of shit like that is way. It just seems so much better. Versus there was a drop it year to year, and it would take 3 or 4 games to get that change and that progress. Like 2K, imagine if 2K dropped 2K14, then they waited, and then you would got the changes you got with like a 2K19. Mm-hmm. You would have been like, nigga, we done went from I got a goddamn anything, I got a player that whatever I want to now I got builds like this, like I got 2-way build or whatever it is like that. Then you wait from 2K19 to now 2K22 to where it's like, all right, fuck the 2 builds, fuck the 2 play styles. Now I got a pie chart. I got a whole ass new generation. I got a whole city. I got a pie chart now where it's like instead of 2 I can do it instead of 2 play styles, I got 3 or 4. Oh shit, this is lit. It'll be way better than fucking waiting and being like, nigga, we've been doing pie charts for 3 years now. It was like, nigga, all right, like, how many more years we doing pie charts?
I do want to look at 2K's revenue though.
I'm about to say it'll never get to that because of the revenue. Because every single time they up, and really, if we want to keep it a bean, if we want to keep it really, really a bean, well, my team, and I'll even go as far as saying my team YouTubers ruin 2K because the reason why I say so is because my team is such a like
Troy Dan.
It's such a there's no point to it. Like it's such no point in the amount of money that people put into my team. It's endless. Like at least in terms of on my career, as soon as you max out, unless you just want to make another player, you've maxed out already. Like, there's nothing. There's there's no more to it. My team, every single time they put out a pack, it's a reason to why some people believe it's necessary to go spend upwards of like $200 to $300 every time they drop a pack.
Yeah, when the appeal
so they
is
can
paying,
make that money back.
Because to them it's a write-off, but to the viewer, the appeal is to buy more shit to get 2K money. So
I would say Park YouTubers are more of the detriment to the 2K community than my team YouTubers. No. For the simple fact, hear me out. Park, when you looked at 2K14 and 15, because 16 is really, I can even say 16 because 17 is really where it started with Park YouTubers fucking the game up. When you look at those games, at least what it seemed like in chat, tell me if I'm wrong, it seemed like niggas had more, even though it was less variety in the builds you can make, niggas' play styles were different. Yeah, you had a cheesy ass Hezzy 1. Like, yeah, everybody that can shoot is going to do Hezzy 1. At the end of the day, everybody's on a fucking shark. Like, now when you look at 2K, everybody has the same pie chart, same wingspan, same height, same animation, same tattoos, same fucking jump shot celebration, same flop celebration. Like, niggas is all trying to, like, a nigga like Joe Knows would drop a best build video week 1.
Dom has name dropped Joe Knows so many times on this pod. It's crazy.
You know what's crazy? you know what's crazy?
That's a joke, but
you know what's crazy? And it's not even Joe Knows, because Joe Knows compared to other scum ass niggas on this fucking
Joe Knows
platform, he's not even bad. But Joe Knows is just the coolest nigga I know that will make a build video. But at least he's making different shit. He's gonna make a LeBron build. He's gonna make a KD build.
I've seen a Dirk build, like.
Yeah, but cool. It be hoe ass niggas that I don't even want to get these niggas any light of day on this platform that just makes, nigga, I got the best sharpshooting playmaker build, and niggas will break down the pie chart you need, how tall he gotta be, how much he gotta weigh, and then you go on the park and now you got 82,000 of the same build. It's like bitches going to Dr. Miami. All these build the bitches the same thing as these 2K, bro. I can go on about this for days, bro. I swear, I really could, bro.
I understand what you're saying, but in terms of, because that phenomenon is like the last 2 or 3 years type shit. My team phenomenon has been going on for like 7 years now. Like, that is like something that has been ongoing for a while, and that is, and it's not even close. It's not even close. That is by far the biggest revenue that they have at NBA 2K, at least. My team.
But you know, yeah. But the thing is, my team compared to Park. Like, yes, it is beneficial, like, time-wise, if you just bought the packs, like, you bought the fucking VC to pull the packs. But I know plenty of people. I know way more people who just grind my team and have these OD teams and, you know, get these cards and get this MT so you can sell players and then just buy an OP player versus spending money on them. Then I know niggas that just grind my career for fucking my player. Like, more niggas are going to spend money on a my player because they're not wasting time in my career grinding the same fucking rookie level goddamn 12 games to get fucking gold corner specialists.
I understand what you're saying, that it became like a norm for just niggas just buying money on my career before they even played a single game. And so I agree on that point, but there's still a cap to it though. Like, as soon as I cap out with my player, that's it. So unless I go to another one, then no. Sure, there may be more people who are more reluctant to spend money on my team, but the people who do spend money on my team, nigga, I'll spend like $60 on my career when I first get it, and I'll max my player out at like an 83, and then I'll just grind them the rest of the way. That's $60. There's people who will, in one sitting, spend $300-$400 on my team.
With that being said, 2K's ass. It's gonna be ass forever until somebody does something about it.
I dead ass gonna buy it though, no cap.
I'm not buying it.
He's a bitch.
Niggas better game show on me.
I don't have it.
Niggas better game show on me.
Let's keep it. Let's keep it going.
Time and me and my boy game show.
Shout out to the 236 in the chat, man. That subscription button. Maybe we just gotta start giving them the special stuff. Matter of fact, I'm tired of telling them. Sage, what's gonna happen if they don't subscribe?
Man, look, I don't know if y'all niggas fuck with me or not, but look, first things first, we gonna just say fuck basketball, all right? We gonna come on this bitch talk about golf. After that, Omar gonna
going?
leave. He's been telling you all the time he's gonna leave. He's tired of y'all
I
shit.
don't know why they don't believe that.
I don't understand. He will turn the camera off. He does not give a fuck. After that, honestly, Soul's gonna give me the stream key, and I'm gonna have to do this shit by myself. And like I said, I don't know if y'all niggas getting cool with me. So it's about to be 2 niggas gone. We ain't gonna get no guests. It's just gonna be me and Dom out here watching Red Zone. Is that what y'all want? You know what I'm saying? So,
fuck that. Me and Sage gonna be in here
stream.
we're gonna be in here talking about UFC, and I know how much y'all niggas hate talking about fighting. So we're gonna be here talking about UFC. Niggas hate UFC.
Niggas hate UFC, fool.
Niggas hate talking about you. Niggas be in shit room, bro. Nigga, Omar legit had a room of like 15, 16 people. I ain't even PP gave me host. He gave me host just talking about the Jake Paul fight. I looked in 5 minutes. That shit said 8. I was like, damn. The next minute, that shit said 4. I was like, damn. Like, nigga don't want to talk about fighting. And I promise you, you niggas don't sub, we gonna be in this bitch talking about all the fights.
So unless y'all want the fight talk, hit the subscription button, man. Hit the
long ass mid roll, man.
We accept
that was a long mid roll. Oh my god!
Gift this up.
I ain't even do it.
It's a DDG mid roll.
About any of that. Listen,
jeez,
fuck
man.
that. Be so. Can we hit these niggas with ads? Can we start hitting niggas with ads like Fight be doing? Can we do that?
I don't know how.
Like,
fuck that shit.
Let me know
matter of fact, that's the threat, nigga. Wait till we start being able to throw ads at you niggas. I bet you'll subscribe
Really,
then.
Pretty sure we already can, but like,
really,
nigga, bet. Say less. Say less.
No, really, before we move on, before we get to ad 8, like shit. No, really
It's
though.
an
When's the last
unskippable
time they
ad,
spam L ads? Yeah, when the last time we seen L ads in the chat?
Never.
You start hitting niggas with ads. What the fuck?
with all that being
Hitting niggas
said,
with ads.
Marcel, I need a favor from you, for real. It's serious. Why you shaking?
Nigga, call me by my government, but all right.
You've literally been calling me by my government this whole entire time.
Nigga, your government is what? Your government is your name. It's old Measy, nigga. What
Your government is your name. Thank you very much. I need 2 words. That's all I need. I just need 2 words.
I'll start calling you by your real first name.
Oh fuck.
oh
Fuck.
All right, nigga.
Niggas is wild. All right, can I get 2 words? Can we get more?
any 2 words.
What's 2 words?
2 words. Say 2 words.
Random 2 words.
Let's connect the dots.
Skittle Pack.
Skip, that's too easy. Give me two different words.
2 random words.
So keep Skittle and think of something completely different.
Skittle.
Skittle pack.
Okay. My bad. Okay.
Cheeseburger head.
Nigga said Skittle pack.
Orange
cheese.
Oh my god. Orange. Astrology.
That's a little too. Because I'm pretty sure most people want me to go the way of like the orange being the color of the sun is in the sky, and when that goes down, the moon or whatever, and you can see the stars.
How about this?
I can take it another way if you want me to. I don't know.
I promise. I know what you're doing now. Knife. Crossroads.
Knife and crossroads.
That's good.
I'm gonna go a little dark on this one. So,
oh my god.
So we know what a knife is used for, right? Spreading butter and peanut butter on bread and stuff like that. Most people use it, but some people, if you were sick, you would use it as a
what? He cut out.
Yeah,
I'm glad he cut out. I'm glad he cut out. Good.
No,
We heard you.
No, what you said?
Some people will use it as a
TOS.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but you know somebody else who used that in that type of fashion, OJ, right? And that's the connection with Orange. You see what I'm saying? That's the connection with Orange. But the thing about it is, right before he had to make that decision, he was riding around in his car listening to Bone Thugs and whose hit song Crossroads put Orenthal at a crossroads before he did what he did. And that's how Knife and Crossroads.
I
thought you was about to say sometimes people use a knife to, maybe, some deletion. And then before they do that, they leave a letter and they say, "Meet me at the crossroads." That's what I thought he was about to say.
I can guarantee you that song came out way after that happened.
I'm just saying.
I am 99.8%
just saying.
sure OJ did that way before Bone Thugs-n-Harmony dropped that.
I'm just saying.
Let's look.
You gonna have to redo that whole theory. You gonna have to redo that whole theory, bro.
This is the first time it doesn't connect.
These niggas is in here talking about W. These children don't even know their history.
That song came out in 99.
Okay. Keep going. No, I already know it. Don't. I already know it.
The OJ Simpson trial was in 95.
Oh man,
he had the reference track. Reference track.
4-year-old reference track.
I think. Listen. I got another question for all of y'all. Mm-hmm. Dinner with Jay-Z or 500,000?
Oh my god,
that's such a dumb. That was such a dumb thing that was trending.
Give me the dinner, bro, because JC gonna teach me.
The people who said that were just so dumb. I saw something like that say like you want to do a private shootout with LeBron. I was like, nigga, there's no way y'all niggas They're like just thinking about the connections you can make with LeBron. I'm like,
I don't shoot around, bro.
From a shoot around?
You and him in the gym. Next thing you know, he talking to D Wade out of nowhere. Like, what the fuck?
I'm saying, this nigga LeBron gonna see you shoot the ball and be like, yeah, this nigga's trash.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas is 5'6" and can't even shoot at their local gym, thinking they're gonna do a shoot around.
Not only that, like what do you think y'all gonna do? Y'all you gonna be practicing threes and be like, yo, man, you should really sit down with Maverick, talk about some stocks and stuff like that.
Yo, you look like a businessman. Yo, you trying
that's not happening.
I seen that shit on Twitter and I'm like, bro, give me the 500. Niggas is fucking stupid. Motherfuckers had the nerve to quote tweet me. That's what's wrong with niggas now. Why would you not take that dinner? The information Jay-Z will give you. I'm like, first of all, dickhead, why do any of you niggas think y'all are worth actual information from Jay? That nigga would sit down with lunch with you and be like, you turned $500,000 down for dinner. You're stupid. We're done. Like, no businessman is going to be like, you turn out $500K to talk to me? You a smart guy. Nigga,
I'm about to give you all the game. I'm about to give you all the game right now.
You know what stock you need to invest in right now? I know because you turned down $500,000, you probably don't got the money to invest in this. But if you take that little 9-to-5 McDonald's check, put that $100 into this. Like, nigga, that's not
can we talk about the ideology that making the money rather than getting it instantaneously, one, and two, having the 500,000 to then build those connections with other people?
Yeah,
like can we talk about that?
You will literally build the connection that you need with that type of money in your account. Like you will be put in certain rooms that would literally give you that exact same knowledge. So what are you talking about?
No, the problem is they truly think that Jay-Z's literally gonna ask them like, did you like this last album? He might play a track for you, but outside of that, he's not giving anything other than you definitely should.
That motherfucker's eating dinner with you, not even having a conversation. He's not gonna have a conversation. Like,
he's not gonna have a conversation with you. That nigga's eating. Y'all are eating.
That nigga about to sit down. He gonna look at you and be like, "You need to code the life. Sell drugs, rap about it. I'm about to go to the bathroom real quick and leave you with the fucking check." That's literally how that's about to go. That's how that's about to go. You niggas about to be at Benihana's. You about to be sitting there assed out with no $500,000 and a Benihana's check. And this nigga ordered the real steak, nigga. The super real steak. The steak they fed calamari, nigga. Like
they ate 3 bites. His chef cooked at home. Ain't your shit. Shit.
Come on, dog.
Plus 2.
Where y'all niggas even going? You go to Ruby Tuesdays? Like, where niggas eating?
Yo, having dinner with Jay-Z at a Ruby Tuesday is nasty, bro.
Order the strawberry lemonade.
Can I get a mac and cheese?
If I'm having dinner with Jay-Z, if I was dumb enough to do that, I'm gonna at least be smart about my pockets. I'm taking this nigga to Applebee's, nigga. We doing a 2 for $20 just in case. Nigga, you ain't about to play me.
Oh yeah, he really finna give Damo the game. Listen.
That motherfucker going to the drive-thru with JC, bro.
Eating in the car, nigga. Eating in the car with Jay-Z.
Please tell me you about to talk about what you want to talk about, because something just came on my mind.
No, and where you left it on there, I think this is his red flags for women. I would like to find out 2 red flags that everybody has for women right before we get into the Q&A. So I think these are some.
This is not what I was thinking.
Me? Is it just me?
He cuts out. This is something.
I just want to say before we get into that, bro, that whole conversation made me think of the dude that was fucking with Logan, quit his job. He was just like, please,
nigga, I forgot about that.
That was also on the top of the list.
Logan goes, what are you good at? He's like, no, man.
He said nothing. He said
he was trying to be a pick me guy so bad, bro. It's crazy.
Nigga said, what talents you got? Oh, I ain't got no talents.
Fish cut out too.
Let's really sit back and analyze it. First of all, whether he has a 100K job is up for debate. But 2, bro, he sat there. Game plan. He was like, you know what? He's gonna be here on this day. When this day happens, I'm gonna pull up. Bam! I'm gonna say this, and that. Bro, he didn't even do that. Bro, he just on stage, just like, oh shit, it's Logan Paul. Man, I want to act, bro. I want to act, bro. I do TikToks. I dance.
But I don't. The thing that makes no sense to me is why did he full on quit his job? Why not like take a day off?
Take
a week off. This motherfucker quit his job.
I didn't even think of that. Why didn't he just say, "Yo, I'm sick"?
I love RDC. I love RDC. But since that clip came out of, we moving to that house that's like $4,000 in rent, so it gonna make me work harder. Man, fuck that shit, bro.
Niggas,
that was a house that you can afford, bro. I don't know.
That was wild.
You gotta be built way the fuck different, bro.
And you know what's crazy? Niggas sat here and was like, bro, that Loki was inspirational. I felt that. And as time went on, all these dumbass niggas out here trying to actually do that shit and fucking themselves up because they don't have the dedication to get through this shit. Niggas is like, oh yeah, I'm about to get this $4,000 apartment.
You know what's crazy?
Addicted. Like, get the fuck out.
After that clip went viral,
for real, get your ass in the street, moving house to house that you can't afford, you dumbass. Oh my god!
After that clip went viral, he went on to make other TikToks, and he was like, you know what, bro? I wasn't ready. I was stuttering a little bit during that clip. You know what, Logan? Bring me on your podcast so I can gather my thoughts.
No way, you're lying.
What the?
Yo, you didn't see that one?
No.
Yes, he made another TikTok.
Did that make it onto the playback video?
Bro,
I believe so.
Yeah, watch the playback video.
Okay, bet I got you, bro. Don't even say that.
Just watch the playback.
We did a 2-minute intro, right? I'm saying.
He couldn't tweet us out, but he plugging his shit. What's going on?
No, I did. First of all, I did tweet y'all out. Hey,
okay.
Just go to playback, man. Just go playback and watch it. But not only that, like you should go also watch the videos that he made before that video, because like there's videos that he's making where like they're ultra cringe, like biting his chain in his mouth. Like this is gonna look like when I'm on top of you, like swinging his chain like that.
Oh
like,
no, not that.
As a grown man.
Oh Jesus!
Could you imagine? And I'm not trying to.
Could you imagine doing that?
Could you imagine getting your phone, laying down TikTok and saying, "Yeah, this one right here."
But after you come back from a 9 to 5, that's making you already 100K. Like that's nasty. Yeah. That's nasty, bro. What the fuck?
Anyway, what are some of Wordy's red flags in women are hair never being done. I mean, she's broke. Hair always being done. She's bald headed. Any other color toes than white. If she's taller than 5'7", says she hates men. Too many male friends. Wears socks with sandals. Doesn't open her DMs. Watches crime shows. Doesn't own athletic shoes. That means she's lazy. Only into scammers and drug dealers. She's dumb. Makes fun of 9 to 5 people. No job. Says she needs a nigga to pay her bills. Some of these are legitimate red flags in women. So Bezos, when you're talking to ladies, what are some of the red flags that you have in women?
Red flags? If they can't hold the conversation, I guess. Yeah, that's one.
Okay.
If they can't hold the conversation, I'm like, bro, you're not interesting. And number 2, if they what was it? A lot of the shit Wordy said, bro. It's a lot of red flags. Like name one of them. Name one of them.
Flags. That motherfucker said you're 5'7" up red flag.
Making fun of the 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Making fun of the 9 to 5. That's one.
Yeah.
Okay. Damo, I know you're off the streets now. So I mean, what were your red flags?
My red flag. What?
My red
that nigga B Souls off the streets too. Nigga. What's going on?
Not bitches, souls.
You don't know.
Yeah, not bitches.
Oh yeah, not bitches.
Whoa, what's going on right now?
They literally made this into a meme. They just call me bitches souls or Benjamin souls, bro. I don't know where Benjamin came from.
Bitches souls will take your girl.
Souls know the dialogues I got on that board.
That's what I'm saying. You see the little lean. You see the lean. He guys say low. They call bitches souls. Nigga, we see you. Nigga, sit up. Sit up, my nigga. Sit up.
That nigga.
It's got lumbar support. You know what? Let me use that lumbar support.
Go ahead, Damo. What is some of you?
Any girl that considers herself a city girl or wants to have a hot girl summer,
you took mine.
Flag. Sorry, bro. That's a red flag. Any girl that claims a nigga has to pay her bills, like she's looking for another parent, she ain't looking for a man. I ain't gonna lie, Word Dude's only 6'2", so I can see why he don't want a tall girl. He is kind of short, so I would say
I was not short. What?
I mean, when you only 6'2", that's pretty short to me. But you won't know if you ain't 6'2". That's crazy. God. But I mean, when you 6'5", world look different. 6'5".
This motherfucker Ray Allen, bro.
Nigga, shut up, nigga. LeBron.
You only 6'2". What happened?
You just little man the nigga for being 6'2", though. Like you 6'5". Get down there, bro.
I'm just saying.
So you 6'5"?
Yeah.
You should have kept it a buck another way.
Oh fuck.
This nigga so corny. Damo, I don't get it. And he might have, that was so corny.
What?
That was corny.
No. You should have kept it a buck another type of way.
You talk about like
so
being
cool.
on the
I
Bucks.
get.
Like that.
Wait for the Milwaukee Bucks. Come on, dog.
CLB Drake over here.
How y'all be saying I'm corny? Okay, go ahead.
Oh my god, you good?
Anyway, those would be my red flags. Any girl that's saying she's a city girl want to have a hot girl summer, and any bitch is not willing to pay these bills because we both adults, bitch. You're not a child, and you're not my child. You're my woman.
Queen.
Sage, since Lo said that corny ass shit, you can go. Goddamn.
Damn. Bezos actually stole mine, so I'm gonna twist it a little bit. Any girl that ain't funny. Specifically, I ain't gonna lie.
That's a lot of them. I ain't gonna
if you can't make me laugh, cause here's the thing. Nah, and let me.
I love how me, Domino, just go, oh shit. Now Omar saying the truth, bro.
Man, Omar, bro, you gotta chill out.
Our own takes. We are very entitled to our own.
Omar, you gotta chill out. We already in trouble on Twitter, bro. You gotta chill. Twitter hates us. We already
you and Dom. What the fuck?
We are in trouble. On y'all ass. I ain't gonna lie.
We are in trouble.
Go ahead, Sage. Go ahead.
But nah, bro. You can't make me laugh. I know I'm gonna be funnier than you. That's cool, but like, you can't make me laugh. Shit tough. And like, to pile on that, the self. Actually, fuck that. The boring one. The boring thing. Any girl that feel like they had to go out every night, that like you can't just chill. Sometimes you gotta go to the party. You gotta go to the club. Like if you can't just shut the fuck up sometimes simultaneously, yeah. Wow.
I'm not gonna lie. If she can't be in the house, that means she for the streets for real. That means
that's what I'm saying.
She's not in the house. She's
she's dead ass Waffle House. She's open 24/7.
We outside.
Like play back low. Play back low.
Low. What are your red flags?
Yeah, what Bezos first said is the inability to hold a conversation is like without a doubt a huge red flag. Well, okay, so my 3 is inability to hold a conversation, the inability to like stay inside. Stay inside is because obviously I don't go nowhere. Like I legit don't go nowhere. So it's not like if you're someone where you have to like be out and partying, like that's just not who I am. And the third one is like playing games, like. Ooh. And let me be clear because I think there's a difference between like lying and then playing games, because I think playing games is like you lying or you're manipulating even though you actually want to do that thing that you like, if you actually want to come over my house or you actually want to chill, but instead of just saying that, you purposely lie and manipulate to figure out like how you can look better off in the situation, so you don't either get denied or you don't want to like just be upfront and honest with whatever you want. So those are my three.
I think mine are finna. My red flags are easy. Astrology, especially with me being a Leo. If you come to me, oh my God, you a Leo, I can't move out my face. Then move around.
Men are trash. Monday men are trash.
I was watching the last AMP video. The last twins. I think they asked Chris. I'm like, they're like, what's your sign? I'm like, oh no, not that question.
Yeah, nobody got time for that dumbass shit, that make believe ass shit. Me, will you believe in the tooth fairy? Anyway, and then I've said the other one before. If she got a dad, not jacking it. If her dad is in her life,
you doubling down on that one, bro.
Not going for it. That's a red flag. Because to me, I'm telling you, as soon as you talk about, oh my God, as soon as she say some stuff like, oh yeah, me and my relationship, okay, so I got good competition, and I'm not competitive. I'm not fucking with that. If you want to be with your dad, so bad, fuck that nigga. Literally. So that's all I got to say.
It's hilarious, though. The reason is hilarious.
The wordplay was crazy. The wordplay was crazy.
That nigga's I'm not competing with your father. Get that shit.
I'm not, bro. I swear. Oh my God. As soon as we get into stuff like tire go flat, oh my God, my dad would call him, tell him to come and change it. I'm gonna call my Uber and then go suck his dick. I don't have time to be competing with nobody's. Swear to God. And maybe listen.
Why would you?
As soon as she starts pulling out pictures of daddy daughter, it's over with for me and her. It's over with. Christmas is canceled.
Happy Father's Day.
Right?
What?
That's let her talk about, because me in this house. Listen, we don't talk. That's another Sunday. As soon as she talk about we having a Father's Day dinner, oh okay. What the fuck? It's over.
Shut the fuck up. This nigga said.
If I ever see her, listen. If I ever see her buy a tie, I know it's not for me. Cancel it, bro. I swear to God, it's over. Oh my God. I'm not with that. I am not with that. I'm not with that.
So a tie is a red flag to you? If
your girl don't got a dad. Your girl has
No. She has a dad. She does not have a great. She doesn't. I wouldn't even say she has a good relationship with her. Her and her dad have a bad relationship. Me, I don't have nobody to compete. I've talked to a person who's had a great relationship with her dad, and that's what it was every single time. Me, what the fuck? I don't want to hear none of that shit.
I'm from an area where shorties plot like that scheming shit that niggas be feared about every fucking day. If it take you longer than five minutes to get outside, by the way, honorable mention, take you longer than 10 minutes to get out the house, bro, I can't do it. But the dad thing, bro.
Yeah. Are there moments of y'all know Omar where you're like, man, like Omar and Lo grew up in the exact same household?
Yes.
Yeah, imagine that nigga. Like, you imagine, like, there's no way, because that theory that nigga has, that is a ridiculous theory.
And I feel like knowing Lo, I feel like he'd be like more catering to the old head type of NBA. But this motherfucker hates fucking John Havlicek and them boys.
Opposite. Y'all had
to wild. They had to grow up in the same house because Omar is literally, he just hates the shit. Lo has a Kobe fucking picture behind him right now.
I'm about to say Omar literally tries to slander Kobe every night on Green Room.
This man Omar invites me to rooms named More Kobe Slander. I'm just like, bro, why did you invite me? I'm not joining that shit, bro. Omar, bro.
I joined it just to hear him say shit like, do y'all actually believe them Kobe stories? Like, nigga, how does Quentin Richardson know no one worked harder than Kobe? Like, get the fuck out of here.
Such a DTP. Oh my God.
I don't think that, I think that we have some similar ideas. I really do. Me and you are very much similar. It's just a few key things.
There's a lot.
I'm surprised that you don't believe in that dad thing. I'm surprised that you don't like a girl.
You're surprised? Nigga, what?
I am.
Yo, what do you mean by that?
What do you mean, nigga?
Have y'all never experienced that? Like where somebody's like, and I'll say the equivalent because it's creepy for me to hear a dude talk about it like so much. Yeah, I want me a girl like my. You need to
I've
fuck
never
your
heard
mom,
one
bro.
nigga say that. I've never.
Oh, you never?
You know what's so crazy? John on the podcast said that before. When we called him out, we were like, "Why do you want a girl like your mom?" Like it's so odd. Like that's so odd to me.
Damo, I hear that so often. It's ridiculous.
I heard psychologically that's what people just tend
That's
towards.
the thing. Yeah.
Like even without acknowledging it. But
fuck your mom, then.
No. What John was saying. Jesus.
Fuck your mom.
What John was trying to say though is that he wants someone who is motherly. That's what he was saying. He wants someone that's motherly.
And that's what I mean. And that's what it gives off. The same thing with the dad. Like you want daddy. That's the big thing. And y'all are saying the same thing without just saying the words that I'm saying. You want the bill pay thing.
No. No. If someone says, I want a wife that's motherly, in contrast, I want someone to be like my mom.
Yeah.
That's to me, that's two different things. Because it's like you're almost those are two motherly features and characteristics apply to what you would hope to apply to any mother. Someone being like your mom, it sounds like you're taking specific traits from your mom and you're applying them.
I want her to be 5'3", 170.
Yeah, I guess like
look like her.
Like if your mom's like, if your mom is
like my mom, like man, the spaghetti my mom made, yeah, hitting like what you doing right now?
You gotta make the recipes.
Yeah, you gotta have that.
My mom puts the garlic salt in there. I'm like,
nah,
I want her to be. I want her to be thick like my mom. Like that's what it sounds. That's what it gives to me. That's what it. I'm telling y'all, bro. Listen. I'm telling y'all that's what it gives to me.
Thank God you changed the fucking category of the stream, bro. This is not Twitch Sports, bro. What
Holy hell.
I will say this. I do agree with you to an extent when it comes to girls with their dads, to an extent. Because my girl, her dad's a car guy. I'm not a car nigga. I don't know shit about cars. I can't tell you shit about cars other than gas pedal, brake, and put gas in that bitch and oil. I don't know shit about cars. And yes, at certain points, she be telling me about her and her dad's misadventures with cars and car shows and car events. And I'm just like, must be nice. Like, I don't know what you want me to do. like that's not me. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy, pal. Like, I'm not a car guy. But other than that, nigga, you by yourself. I ain't gonna hold you.
I would think it's a red flag to have a fucking dad.
I can't say Listen. Let me say
you can get annoyed. I get that. This motherfucker said,
let me say my piece.
Nah, I'm out.
Yeah,
out.
Let me that bitch. Nah, get the fuck out of my.
Let me say my piece, and then we can go into the Q&A real quick. But my brother knows this person. That's what's crazy, and we can, I figure it. You know who this person is.
Why?
I'm just saying. It's been times like her dad will work and her mom doesn't work, and so she would say stuff like, "Yeah, hopefully I get a relationship like my mom and my dad had." He goes to work. Like she minimized it a little bit, and then she really holds the house that builds the family or whatever. But I mean, my dad was taking care of all the bills and stuff like that, and he was really like the one financially holding me. Sound like you want to fuck him. If you want to fuck him. I like that's just the way I feel.
Man, where's the Q&A at, bro? Where's the
Q&A? But that's what I'm telling y'all, bro. My experience. I can only tell you all my experience.
So what you trying to say about Kanye, bro?
I'm about to bring up Cool, bro. This man done said something.
Oh, you about to talk about the album, John. Oh God.
Fucking
what you feel about Kanye's relationship with her mom? Then, like, if that's the case, what the fuck?
Bro, you be going. Listen,
no, we're not doing this.
No,
we're not.
I'm just saying.
I'm so proud of you. You so proud of her, huh? Okay. No.
If anything,
you about to get same with the rest of these.
I'm probably not. Like I gotta pray to get up. Holy hell! Let's have a heart, bro. Let's chill. Let's chill.
Cool,
I'm
bro,
just
what's your
saying.
question,
Too soon.
Cool, bro. What's your question?
I got a special question for the one and only Legend of Winning, aka Low.
All right, yo, what up?
Why are you the OnlyFans king?
Yeah, he really was sucking dick. Wow.
Oh wow!
Oh my
what?
god.
It's like I really.
Whoa! What?
Wait.
Whoa.
See, I could
Oh
have
my
looked if y'all didn't peep my action when Cool Bro called him all of that. So I see what just
Wow.
happened.
Cool. What's the question?
So,
What
so
the fuck
basically,
did Sage just say?
let me rewind because some of you didn't see my mannerisms.
Wow.
Cool Bro comes up and he's like, I got a question for the Legend of Winning, aka Low. I was like, and then he said that. And then I said, oh, you did come up here to suck his dick. So now you guys are caught up. There you
All
go.
right, Sage, how many inches is enough?
Okay. Wait.
What's going on, bro?
Wait.
Yo, this pod is the most hectic and toxic pod I've ever fucking recorded, bro. What's going on, bro? What's going on tonight?
Hey, wait till next week. Cool, bro. What was your first question? What's the first question?
Nah, Sage, how many inches is enough? Wait, that was a good question.
Oh shit.
Can we stop? Yo, what's going on?
That nigga's up.
Low, why are you the OnlyFans king?
I'm not going to answer that question.
He got it. He won.
I'm not going to answer that question.
If Low's not gonna
I don't even know the story, but I just know he doesn't want to say it
Okay,
for
if
some
Low's
reason.
not going to answer the question, then Sage, how many inches is enough?
You've won, bro. You've out trolled me. As an S tier troll, I know when to admit defeat. You have won. Leave me alone. Leave me the hell alone. You've won. Holy shit.
All right, you got one more question.
Y'all were having that conversation in green room before we hopped on earlier.
Answer, bro. Bitches can't take dick, bro.
What is going on?
Hey, get somebody else. Cool, bro. We appreciate you. We appreciate everything that you've
All
done.
right, we're gonna get somebody else.
All I'm saying for you motherfuckers that's growing up and you concerned about your shit, bro, bitches can't take dick, but you're fine. I promise you. Twitch sports, ladies and gentlemen. Twitch sports. Hey, fool.
Is this twin? Sure.
What's good?
What up? The cleanest mic in the game is back.
Bro, I remember when Bezos was on Green Room and he said, share with the mid mic hits different. I was like, damn.
Yeah, because your mic is worse on
Who's
Green
texting me? Get the fuck off my phone. Okay. What I was gonna ask is, again, like, sorry for like asking another deep question, but like, I'm just interested in what y'all had to say. How do y'all specifically, like, each to your own, handle pressure? Like, kind of like, not really. It could be in an anxiety way, but also just in general too.
Easier said than done, but just tackle it head on as fast as possible. Get that shit over with. But
damn near the same thing. I normalize it. I try to make it seem as this is nothing new. Whether it's in a competition, situation where I feel like stagnancy in my life or whatever, I just act like this shit ain't nothing new. So just do what you gotta do.
Fact, normalizing it makes it easier. Just knock that shit out, look it straight in the face, and just go. Because that's the best way to handle it. Because once you start internalizing and thinking, and you overthink, and then you fuck up, and then all the extra shit comes with it, just knock that bitch out and just hit the gas pedal, knock it out.
I personally have Mamba mentality, so I don't know what pressure is.
Fake story.
So
Fake story.
No. But honestly, I feel like everybody. I'm irrational, so pressure doesn't mean too much to me. I'll deal with the outcomes later. Once that Mamba mentality kicks in. Go ahead.
I personally I enjoy it, man. You know, I embrace it. I look for it.
Pressure.
I thrive.
Wait, move to the side. Move to the side. We can't see Kobe.
Hey. Look at him smiling at you. Look at him smiling at you. Kobe saying, me too. Oh my God, me too. Crazy.
I thrive in it. I don't know. I feel like there doesn't even be a point in your life where you just have to acknowledge like any type of growth, especially at a quick rate or at at a huge leap, there's going to be some form of pressure that comes along with it. And so I agree. Like you have to have the mentality of just accepting that is life. And I think most people are they're delusional in it, and some people they don't like it. So that's the reason why they choose paths that are very traditional, easy, cookie cutter, because they know for a fact it doesn't come with that level of pressure. But as soon as you can acknowledge and know for a fact pressure is just a part of life, like the better off you'll be.
Thank you all for your questions. I really did appreciate it. Can I ask one more?
Our answers.
We ain't had no questions yet. We had answers.
Yeah, we ain't had no questions. It sounded like that pressure getting to you, my boy.
He's not clutch.
The kitchen getting hot, but for real. So I would assume that all of you are going after your dream pretty much with talking about basketball specifically. Except for Omar, because he wants to be fathers for girls. But what I was gonna say.
I'm trying to be Drake.
You got your ass in that one. I ain't gonna lie. You just got your ass.
Poppy's
go ahead, bro.
No, but so all y'all are chasing your dreams. What's the hardest thing about each of you chasing your dream? What's been the hardest thing? Like whether it's like a personal thing, whether it's been like a mental thing, whatever it is.
I think time.
I answer that off the rep. The thing is this shit is an endless cycle to me. I got bored of doing what I do a year into it. These motherfuckers above me been doing this shit way longer than me. I'm already trying to diversify the content and shit. Like I always want more. So I always want more. So it's an endless cycle with that shit, bro. And you kind of gotta find a way to fall in love with your work, but not act like you're in love with your work, if that makes sense. So it's weird. It's so weird to me, bro. I hope I answered that question well though.
I think with me it'd be time because of balancing college and all the YouTube stuff. But also I feel like I got some lack of patience from time to time. Like I try to rush things too much. So that too.
I guess the most challenging aspect of it all is just try your hardest to continue to innovate the space, and innovate it knowing that that there's a possibility that it's not going to work in your favor. That's probably the biggest challenge, is just trying to continue to innovate, because as time progresses, especially like me and B Souls, we've been doing it long enough to where like what might have worked in 2016, 2017 may not necessarily work right now. And so not only do we need to continue to change as time changes, but also try to be ahead of the curve as well. And that's all innovation and evolving. That's probably the challenge, I think.
I would say for me personally, it's like committing to a lane and procrastination, and just laziness. I remember when I started my YouTube channel, I wanted to be a fucking Call of Duty gamer. I wanted to be a Call of Duty commentator. Then I wanted to be a 2K YouTuber. Then I wanted to be an NBA YouTuber. Then I shifted to a podcaster. And it's just picking a lane and staying with it and actually putting in that effort and putting in the work to make videos. Like I feel like the videos I've made, I've half-assed them. Like I haven't put my whole effort into any of the content I put on YouTube, and that's probably my biggest problem.
All I would say is, because mine is probably going to be a little different. Listen, one of the things that I did take from The Last Dance is Phil's philosophy. I don't know if everybody knows Phil is like really into Buddhism and stuff like that, and even something that Giannis said kind of ties into this. But living in the present, I don't like dreaming. Dreaming is dumb. You get caught up in the future, and that makes you antsy and anxious and everything like that. And you get to forget about the present. And I think he said, "What is that? That's your pride talking." When you talk about the future and you're not worried about the present. So my main thing is staying in the present, staying in the moment, trying to master what's going on right now. Because when I start to think of too far in the future, when I start to really dream stuff like that, you lose sight of what's in front of you and the right now. Damn, this mic gonna cut out every.
Yeah, I'm glad you know it's coming. But you good though.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, focus on the right now, in my opinion. And it's something that's it's a work on thing. So And it's even a concept I'm still trying to fully grasp, but focusing on the right now is really hard.
I just wanted to say that all of your guys' answers, like, it's crazy that they're all like true in every aspect. Cause like I'll admit I've had to deal with a lot of those in my different ways. But again, like for me, like my biggest one is the unpredictability of the future. Like I get so scared of what could happen in the future that a lot of times it could discourage me because I'm like, what if I do great? What if I do bad? What if I am great, but nothing is good around me? You know? But again,
to answer that question, the way I've coped with that line of thought is just trying to make sure I'm better, I'm well rounded. So even when I made the leap to Twitch, I had thought about it numerous times, but of course I can't really properly prepare myself for something that's new. Like anything can pop up. But within the time frame that I got to the point where I felt comfortable jumping to Twitch, I just made myself well rounded. So if I need to do an overlay, over the past several years, I've become so comfortable with the Photoshop and other softwares that allow you to edit images that I can make an overlay for Twitch now. So I just became more well-rounded in various different ways. The way that I connect a cam link up and microphones and all the other stuff that comes along with it are things that I just learned along the way. So the production value, even from a standpoint of something that I'm doing new, isn't coming across like it's my first time doing it, because I've just purposely made myself as well-rounded as possible before I got to that point.
Thank you, Lo. I really do appreciate that. And I have been trying to look for like some form of like way to cope with the unpredictability. And with what you said, it really did help me. So thank you again. I didn't say this in the beginning, but I hope all of y'all are doing good. I hope everyone around you is doing good. I forgot to mention that at first. Love the pod. All of y'all are amazing. And again, as individuals and as a group, because y'all be funny as fuck. The toxic shit and all that stuff. Also, Omar, that camera zoom in, I'm just saying, you might have to do that a little more. But
y'all are nasty.
All right, he get him up.
Have a good one, y'all. Have a good one, y'all.
Appreciate that, twin. Appreciate that, twin.
Oh my god.
All right. I think we're going to Q&A.
Yeah,
we can go ahead. Hey, listen, I appreciate Legend of Winning for coming out and spending time with us. I know it was very last minute, but he made it happen for me, his baby brother. I thought I had more pictures, but I think they're all in the car.
I go lie. I was in green room, went to the bathroom, and then checked the Twitter group chat. I said Lowe's coming on. I'm like, what happened during the piss I took?
Can I give it 1,000? I joined this motherfucker. I saw Low come in. I said, nigga, this motherfucker want to play team up or something? What's he doing?
Well, I mean, shout out to Wordu. Wordu had asked me to join maybe a few weeks ago. But the problem is that I normally record peer-to-peer on the same day that y'all record this, but we recorded 2 episodes on Sunday, so I was free today.
All right, so appreciate that, my boy.
What that mean?
Appreciate it.
And then shout out to the 215 in the chat there. And apparently shout out to Philip. He said to shout him out low. Low would know who he is.
Philip?
Do you know? Yeah, do you know what it is?
Who's
Don't
Philip?
break that man heart. Don't break his heart.
Oh,
no.
These nuts. How did you fall for it? It works every single time. Jesus Christ. But anyway, with that being said, this has been. You are.
Motherfucker cut out so.
Wait. Who is it? Oh, wait. You're cutting out. We can't hear you.
No, I see that. That's another episode of the Let's Keep It a Buck podcast. If you are an audio, Apple Podcast specifically, make sure you leave a 5-star review. If you're new to the Twitch, become a subscriber. We have a special pod coming Sunday for all the football lovers. We will get on here and preview the NFL season. Talk shit.
Tomorrow.
Is it tomorrow?
Yeah, the season starts tomorrow.
I don't think there's a Thursday night game. I think I looked that up. There's no Thursday
No,
night.
it is. It's Thursday night game.
Ain't it?
Oh,
Dallas?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's your
Y'all
lane. Y'all got the stream key.
I thought we was doing it Sunday because there were more games on. It don't matter.
I could stop by on Thursday. I'm gonna be doing homework like shit though. My camera ain't gonna be on Thursday, but Sunday I'll be there for real. Shit.
Oh, it don't matter to me. I know if we was gonna do like the actual opening day or we gonna do Sunday. It don't matter to me. I was just saying.
Let's do Sunday. Sunday we'll do a very special pod, especially for the. It's a pre-pod. It's a special stream for the for the football folks, and we still have a podcast. So double dose the hosts you like the most. Hey. Make sure you're a subscriber. This is how you can get access to all the extra stuff. But with that being said, say bye to the people.
Peace out, y'all. Thank y'all for coming through. My camera will be better next stream, but this one ain't looking too bad, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Sage, say goodbye to the people.
All right, y'all. Follow me on Twitch, Instagram, blah blah TS_Sage. I'm fuck with y'all. And shout out, I want to shout out because I did people y'all sub. Shout out Potato for the Hella Gifted. Shout out Wordy for the Hella Gifted. I think your name was like Call Not Something. Pardon me, bro, if I'm fucking your name up, but shout out to you too. But yeah, y'all be easy.
Damo, say goodbye to the people.
Goodbye, people.
Legend of Winning, aka Low, aka the king of OnlyFans. I'm gonna make sure they say goodbye to the people.
You keep cutting. It's like you just like you'll be in this.
You've been trying to fix it for months.
Yeah, you be like suck. And you be it just stop.
The
king fans.
And
he's doing it again.
Cut out again.
No, swear I did.
Oh, you did. It said king, and then that was it.
Cut out. That's tough. Anyway, shout out to y'all out there for coming on Twitch, watching us on the podcast. Shout out to the people out there, 200 plus. I don't know how many y'all normally get, but yeah, shout out to y'all.
Usually we get 350. It's a low one. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my god. Stop lying. Stop lying, bro.
It is nigga. And I definitely shout out to everybody who came from Twitter, showing me love on any platform. Thank y'all for having me on the podcast as always. And I'm probably will stream tomorrow. I'll probably stream tomorrow. No cap.
No, now you're trying to be funny. When the last time like we said we loved each other?
1985.
I think last time we was in, we saw each other in person. I think when we was at the event.
Okay. I just wanted to make that known. Anyway, with that being said,
what does that mean?
I'm saying I just want people say to me all the time, do you love your brother? Did your brother love? I don't never.
Nigga, I can't even hear what you're saying right now because you keep cutting out. So
damn it! Hey, listen.
Even if you try to say "I love you" to me right now, I won't hear it.
He said, "You."
That's crazy. Hey, I'm back to uploading on YouTube. 2 for 2. Okay, 2 weeks since I said it, and I've uploaded twice. We're on Green Room after this show for the post pod show. And I'll see y'all Sunday. Hopefully, bye.
I don't know.
Season better CLB.
Peace out, y'all.
Just go ahead and cut off.